you guys. Okay, so here, I'll put it here so everyone can see, right? And then, oh, sorry, I'm coming. So gamma, look at that. Gamma hedge, open settlement threshold. So ghost is the price that the resolution completes. So every overnight session creates an imbalance, yeah? While markets are closed, obviously off thing, the people are trading. By the way, we can trade downside. I don't know, just keep an eye out. If we've broken, then you can trade. So overnight, so you can see what it says here, right? So when the bell rings at 9:30 a.m., that imbalance is resolved, and the resolution is what drives the opening flow of every trading day. Ghost is the price where that resolution completes. See, it's trying to come down to that ghost area. Can you guys see? Puts are key here, don't buy it. Look, I think this is heavy. Maybe this is a big one. I think that's why I wanted to put this candle a bit higher. That's why I wanted to put it here, because I knew that if we did there, this candle would have been caught. But anyway, let's not fret. Let's just see. If you are already in the trade, please keep an eye out. Take your profit as we go, because price is coming towards here, okay? Can I go see the IWM in the meantime? Too fast. All right. If you're in IWM, if you take a trade when we break, let me just check this up. When we break PDC, so we got call puts when we break to PDC 293.95. I'm just moving this candle out of the way. I think obviously puts is here. All right, puts. I think puts for this guys when it clear, we're just holding. It's going to clear in a bit. See, that's why we need to wait. Let's wait for that candle to break. Okay. I think calls is ideal here. And then puts might be good here. Once we clear here, I think all of this place I'll say it's range because they're very close together. As you can see, they're quite close together. So I would rather just say range. I don't know how to make it bigger, but I think you guys on the call would know. All here will be range. This place will only take us to the next candle. Let's just see. Let's check SPY. All right, SPY puts are live though, by the way. See, we'll open below, right? First profit target is pre-market low. Okay, so if you're in that trade, pre-market low is your profit taking level. But be careful, keep an eye out on the momentum. Okay, don't get caught on a pullback. But price is looking to come and clear pre-market low. Another strong red candle is coming. Yeah, I think price is going down to pre-market low. As you guys can see, there are buyers sitting down here. Can you see? Can you see this shaded area? These are buyers, okay? So be careful. Take your profit because this orders might push price quickly back up before we touch. Okay? So as we're coming in here, be very careful. We might come down, but if not, it might push back up. So be very careful, okay? We could get a bounce here. So if you're already in profit, take your profits. Okay? Take your profit. Trading is very fast. Take your profit. We might get one push, 10 seconds. So inside this candle, take your profit, please. Because I don't know if the next candle is going to be a green one because of this buyer sitting down here. So take your candle. Look, it's starting to push back up. So once you get, just take profit. Don't get caught up. Just take your profit. Okay. You can see. I think he's going to come and test PDC at some point, but needs to clear this order here. Can you see the order is shrinking? When price touches it, this box is getting smaller. See, it's coming in. It's eating in this order. So it's filling the order. So sellers are selling into these guys. See, this is what I said to you guys. We're going to get one strong candle. Please take your profits. If we clear here, if we break PDC, PDH, we're gone. How many of you are in trades? Ghost is sitting at previous day close. We're down 1.50. See, this can't see, it's pushing it back up now. That's why I wanted to take a profit. So how many of you to see? Look at that. These sellers now that here, the order is filled, is just pushed it back up. See, we might get one more touch, but not, it's going. So this is how you look at what's happening in the market. This is why I want you guys to learn how to chart and understand market structure and price action. So these guys, these sellers have pushed price up now. We might get a reversal. We might come back to retest to clear this remaining one, but we don't know. So we just have to wait and see. So I hope everyone is taking their profits.
Yes.
Yes, well done. Okay. I want you to post your wins in the WhatsApp group. I want to see it because I want to analyze it. I want to see it, post it. You're done. As if you're out of your trade, no rushing, just wait. You're done. This is just a retest. As I mentioned before, it might come down to retest it. So if you haven't taken your profit, this is the second chance to take it. The next candle that is coming down, take your profit. Whatever you see, just take. Okay? Because there are buyers that are sitting here that could bounce price back to the top. Okay? So please don't get caught up in that reversal. So take your profit on this candle, take your profit. Make sure you're taking your profit because there are buyers. These buyers are trying to push price back up. This is how it looks. So we're literally in our trading territory. Yeah, really good, smooth trade this morning. There, first price target is here. We could clear here if there are more buyers, sellers, but we don't know. But let's take what we've seen. I'm up 218, by the way. Let me just show you. I'm in and out because I'm trading trade. Yeah, look at that final push to the downside. That was gonna come. Please take your profit. Don't get caught up, okay? If you haven't taken profit, take your profit now. Take your profit now because it's filling those orders. It's filling these remaining orders. And I think it's going to try and come and settle the price here because this is the settlement. Remember what this gamma says, ghost overnight imbalance. Ghost price is where it's sitting, where price would settle. So it looks like they want to push it there, but we need enough sellers to do that. We don't care. We're already taking our profit. So please take your profit. Let me share my P&L so far for today. Today is the 31st. See if you'll let me share in the chat. It doesn't let me. I don't even know why. It's embarrassing. Okay. All right, there we go. It's filling those orders there. Please take your profit. Don't get caught up in this pullback. There's a pullback here. So please take your profit, okay? Everybody should be bowling because we caught that trade really well. Boom. This candle, if you took that, that's fine. If you took this, fine, all the way to the downside. I don't know why my doesn't let me share. I'm going to just email it first to myself and share to you guys. Ah, please take your profit, okay? Literally take your profit. Those are just final pushes. Don't get caught. There's a pullback coming. Don't get caught in that pullback. Make sure you don't get caught in that pullback. Everybody should be in profit now, right? Is everybody in profit?
Yes.
Good. Let me show you my screen. This is me. Let me sign and show you guys. There. What is it? 218. That's my trade for the day. 31st. 218. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
218. That's it. That's today's trade. 218. I'm chilling. Uh, on the sign here because I'm doing it from my laptop. So I just wanted to show you guys. I'm just waiting for price to reverse because it's super tricky there. See, it's coming to that ghost price. Can you see? It's trying to claim that ghost price. It's heading there because that's where price settles. Settlement is chilling there.
Hi, Charles.
Hiya.
Quick question, yeah. Does it
Not
always get to that ghost?
always, not always. It's just usually high probability. You can see the market is moving, right? You can see it's pushing to the downside. That's what it wants to do. It's not always.
Okay.
Yeah, not always. But you get times when it does that.
Hi, Charles.
Hiya.
Please, can you also be updating us on futures?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll check on futures for you. See, futures is the same thing actually. Futures is sitting there, it's coming to ghost. Look, it's touch ghost on futures. Boom. So we need to wait for that reversal to come. Yeah, can you see? Futures, so I've always said futures mirrors thing is SPY. Look at that. So ghost is the same thing. I can do it this way, you can see. Thank you for reminding me. Let me change this. You can see. So go. Yeah. So now that bounce is coming. So it's settled in that area. It's not showing. Anyway, yeah, I like to be a bit clearer. So settlement done. Yeah. The imbalance from overnight that was sold to the upside is now balanced. Okay. So I'm personally expecting it to reverse. Maybe not here. Maybe because ghost is closer to low of day. Maybe price might want to take it. But look, guys, see, suddenly now we have that green candle. You can see the same thing on SPY. Can you see? Market is about to reverse. So for here, for me to even consider calls, I'm going to want to see price clear pre-market low to reverse like this. I want to see like a big U. Let me hide this. I want to see price turn, right? There are some institutional traders that have got money. They know what's going on here. They would have set their buys around here, right? And that's what's loading now. This is the buy orders that are going up. Okay. I hope everyone is out of their trade. Yes?
Yes.
Good, good. I don't want anyone to get caught up in because I was singing like a parrot that is about to reverse because all of this plays. So that's the reversal coming through.
Please, can you explain the overnight settlement thing again, please?
So trades happening overnight in pre-market, right? So when market closes, there's always trade happening. I think we've talked about it before. Trades are occurring overnight, right? Through and then enter pre-market, like trades are happening. So traders are trading, right? So this is those trades they took overnight when they bought and bought and bought, right? When the market opens, those trades get sold off, and that's what you're seeing here. Okay. So all of those trades got sold off. That's what you're seeing here. So this is the bottom area because this is where market closed yesterday. So anything you bought kind of creates an imbalance in the market. Okay, creates an imbalance in the market. So for the market to balance itself out, all of the purchased orders need to be offloaded so that more or less price market wants to start from where it's ended yesterday. So think about it like market is trying to start where it ended yesterday. So all of this is just clearing those orders. We'll just see. We can look at VIX. Because even VIX as well is coming to that place. VIX is volume, so it's the fear index based on volumes, more or less. So that's the area it's going to settle. So that's what we're seeing. I will explain more and I'll share the way to get this eventually. But you'd see that's where price is trying to settle. Now, if there are extra sellers that wants to come in, they might push this price further down all the way to 740, right? So 740 might be the next key level, but we need to wait and see. We just need to calm down. We've taken our trades. We just need to wait for the market to get some clarity on where it wants to go and what it wants to do. We don't need to rush in anymore, okay? No more rushing in, especially because all of these key levels are so bundled together. You see how close they are here. All right, let me go to futures. Same thing in futures. We're just waiting for market to find balance because this is the same area where the ghost was, right? So here, this app, my free gamma level, I discovered it when I was doing some research, and it looks to be pretty decent, right? It's because it's pulling data from real time. Let me share the link, so you can add it if you want. Here, ghosts indicator. That's what he called it. He called it ghost. I mean, I don't know, you can call it whatever I want. So I've just shared it there. So what it's doing is just talking about gamma threshold. So where price settle. It's a really good app. It looks like this on my screen. So you can see this is what you're seeing. So all of this, right, is what's showing around here like that. Showing around there. So it's just waiting. See? We're just waiting for price. I think we'll get a reversal soon. I don't think there's enough volume to push it to the downside. I may be wrong because people might come in. Also, we have PMI at 10 o'clock, so in 5 minutes or 6 minutes, we might get PMI, which is producer price index, essentially just sort of indicating. It's also another inflation indicator in the US. It's coming up at 10 o'clock, which is there. Sorry, I thought it was PMI. Consumer sentiment is at 10 o'clock. So let's wait to see what the market says at 10 o'clock, okay? But look, we're getting that reversal now that we're waiting for. We're just waiting for this place to clear and then see price recover to the upside. If you can, that is. Assuming we don't get any more, but there are tons of sellers here though. So assuming we don't get any more sellers coming in to push price, price could reverse, at least just get a breather. But if these sellers continue to push to the downside, then I'm expecting at some point for us to come and test here on futures 450, or we can come and test 740 here on SPY. But that's a long way down. Long way down. You know, you need a lot of sellers to get a catalyst to dump in here. I think that's way down. But let's see. Anyway, I wanted to see your posts. Where are your posts for your trades? Where are they? Because I've shared mine. Where are your posts for your trades? I need to see them in the community. So you can post them on WhatsApp so that we can see what you did. Because I want to make sure all of the things I'm talking about, you guys are actually applying yourself and doing right. And I see your trades. Well done, Chimdi. I can see your post has come through. Well done. This morning trade was like super, like clean. I like when you come in on the day and trade just happens for you. You don't need to stress. It just comes through. It's really good, really good trade. So let's just continue. Hopefully market just continues to give us, because that'll be really good.
Charles,
Yeah, tell me.
you said if you want to consider calls for SPY, it will be above if price clear
above pre-market low, yeah. But I would say let's wait and see, because consumer sentiment is coming up in 3 minutes. Let's just see what it says, yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask for future, like what will you be watching out for in future, since future does not have PML?
Yeah, no, it's there. So look, futures will be, I mean, it's above previous day close, but let's wait. I would have said pre-market, I would have marked that area. So if you look at SPY, so you can see that currently price is testing pre-market low there, yeah? And then you can say, okay, price is testing that. So this will be the equivalent of pre-market low on futures, because that's where price is testing. But I would like to wait until 10 o'clock to see what price says. I don't want to jump into it. I'll say let's wait to see what price says after 10 o'clock. Okay, because there's economic data at 10 o'clock. So let's see what it says.
Yourself in 1 minute.
Okay. Let's just wait and see what it says. Consumer data is positive to the market, then price will rally to the upside. If it's obviously negative, if it's negative to them based on how they read it, then it will rally to the downside. But let's just see. Let's see what market does. I think it will push further to the downside, I think. But I could be wrong, right? I'm just guessing, but I could be wrong. So let's just see what it says. Because this structure looks like a bearish continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just see. If we look at it, so it's tried to go up, but it's pushed back. So I think this will be the key area for you to break, for you to know that if we're going to rally back to the upside, this is the key area. 7-4. So you can even change it. You can do 7-1-2-8, just to be sure. Put on the top there. So I think 7480 is what you would consider olive. If it clears it, you can take
7480. Okay.
Yeah, 7480. You should mark 7480. Let's see if it clears it. But at the moment, it just looks like it might continue to the downside. Here's the latest low of day. Yep, 466.75. So let's see. Yeah, I think it might continue to the downside because that candle is already selling off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Looks like it held. There we go. Looks like it held. But let's see if it can hold and push it back up. Nope. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see what the market does. Same thing on SPY, by the way. To see if it's pushing back up. We now have a low of day, which is around there. Where's the low of? So 741.53. Anyone else trading anything else? You want me to check?
Gold, please.
What do you want me to check?
Gold, please.
Gold, yeah, GLD.
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. We have a low of day on GLD already, sitting on that place. Let's see. GLD is 368.9. Yeah. So I think this is now the range. This area will be a range. So if we clear here, I think you get an upside move. Yeah, I think you get upside move there. If we clear here, low of there, downside move, I think. Here will just be the range. That we're just watching to see what price does.
Can we check QQQ when you're done, please?
Yeah, course. I think QQQ is just matching the same as I think. So I think all of his range. I think a clean break to the downside. Well, high of days was 695.77. Low of day is 685.12. Yeah, so I'll say PDC is a better place. If it breaks previous day, it clears here. I think we're not comfortable taking puts there or clearing pre-market low to the upside. All of these areas it's too choppy, so you wouldn't think about trading there, which makes sense because I think they're waiting for the market to rally to the upside, but because of which would be what it should do given Microsoft and Amazon's annual reports. But market is just pushing to the downside. I think that data, look, I thought it was going to rally to the downside, and it looks like 7540 is in view. Well, let's see. Is enough momentum to take it there. Yeah, so it's just clearing those orders. So I think here's view, same thing with SPY. So we've broken below. First price target for SPY is 740. So if you're in trade, keep an eye out there. That should be your price target, okay? So mouse. So we're in that point of control. If it breaks there, we're heading to the downside. Yeah. So if you're in puts, keep an eye out. If we clear that bulk order there, I think we're heading down. Keep an eye on your profits, okay? It's the same thing on Same thing on here. Say we're coming down 7540. I think is the next profit target for your futures. That's what you should be looking at. Here we go. Try to take your profits, okay? Don't get caught up in that pullback. Seven five four zero, whatever it's called. That's what we're heading, I think. We'll take it. Next candle should take it. Oh, this candle should take it. So it's those orders that are sitting there that is causing that pullback. So always be careful. So these sellers here. So wait for the next candle. For futures traders, wait for the next candle. Just make sure it clears it. I think 7450 is the target here. Almost there. 450 is the target. There you go. We've touched it, right? Boom, touched. There you go. Price target. Futures, take your profit. On SPY, take your profit. Futures, take your profit. We've touched it clean. Look at that. Okay, I'm up 600. Show you. I did my trade. Let me show you. Yeah, 627. I've exited the trade as well. Can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? I'm up. I'm out of the trade. 627.
Yes, we can.
627. So I'm trading the same way I'm telling you guys to trade. I'm out. Big push to the downside. Huge push. That means this data was not positive. Consumer sentiment. See, expecting 54, got 55.2. Year ahead inflation expectations in line. So interest rate might just go up. That's what I said. Anyway, we've cleared that. So let's just wait and see what price does. If price continues to the downside, 7,400 is our next price target. But I think that's a long way down, 50 points down. That would put the market down 78 points. That's super far. And there's a support, there's a support level here, which is the top of where this trade is here. So price would need to clear this range. Okay. So head to the downside. It might do it, might not. But that's where we are for futures. For SPY, everyone, we've literally touched point of control. We've broken, we're here now, yeah? So we might continue to the downside, we might continue to the upside. If it accelerates, next price target is 736, okay? Next price target, 736. Huge move, huge sell-off as well, right? Market continues to sell off. Let's just see if we break here, and I think we're heading to the downside. Same with futures. By the way, I haven't taken any trade yet, though. I'm just saying, because look at this buyers, they're saying here, trying to push price back up. They're covering their position, but there are tons of sellers in the market. They've cleared that order there. And let's see what happens with price. If it recovers, it's good. Otherwise, it continues to the downside. 7,400 is the next level. Can I see your trades? I want to see your trades. Well done, Camilla. 50. Look at that. 50. Do you see how easy? Not easy, but you see how we can get $50 a day, 20 days, 1 grand. Yeah, Camilla, I'm seeing how impressive you're trading now. Well done. Really, really good. Really, really good trade. Chimde, well done, 61 quid. You make that money back because I know the last 2 days was a red day for you, right, Chimde? I'm sure you're on the call. Yeah, don't worry. We'll make it back.
sure.
Don't worry, don't worry. Make it back. We'll make it back. Okay. So for those of you that are obviously from our high risk trade community, I hope you guys are heading up. How are we doing, guys? I can see Mia is also posting on those areas, but I know obviously some of you on the call here as well. Just want to make sure that we are covering all aspects. Okay, market is still pushing down, but I think volume is thinning out. I don't, because look at all that weak, right? Market is trying to recover, but they're still pushing it to the downside because of these are buyers. These are buyers sitting down here, but
Yeah, the buyers.
very thin. So they say every time price wants to come down, they absorb the shock and it goes up. So we don't have a big buy order. The next big order is sitting down here. Whether there's enough sellers to bring it down here, no one knows. Because see this big, look at these sellers saying now. Sorry, am I sharing my screen? Am I sharing the right screen? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Can you guys see? Yeah, so see that buyer saying at 7,400. If sellers can push it down here, then it will fill this order. But before he gets here, he needs to deal with this place that might continue to become like a good defense. You can see every time price hits there, it reverses. Just look at the candle. Look at what the candle is doing. If it comes down, it jumps back up. It comes down, it jumps back up because there are buy orders here. So when sell hits it, it bounces. So it needs to break. So there have to be more sellers than buyers here to push price down. Okay? Until that happens, you just gotta wait. As you can see, look. Personally, I've learned my lesson. I don't trade this greener. I just wait. For me to trade this, price needs to recover to come and at least touch 13 EMA, which is the next key level above, to pick these orders here, these buyers. So if he comes to pick these buyers will help push it a bit further. Then we can think about entering calls. Oh, jeez, so I just lost money. Okay. See, those buyers are pushing price up. Okay, so are you guys understanding price action now? Can you see how price is acting, right? It's not rocket science. You just need to spend a bit more time. Maybe it's also a good idea for us to get more call time, because with calls like this, we're able to explain and understand what price is doing, right? As you guys already know what's happening. You see, buyers are trying to push the price up. But look, there's these sellers sitting down here. Every time price, this got there, he just sold it. So look, I think it's about to break. Look, sellers have come in. Look, it's clear that small block that's there. But new buyers have stepped in again. Look, another set of buyers have come in. So they're defending this place like crazy. Because if we break here, 432, we're flushing to 400. 32 points easy. So you see, these are buyers here. They're trying to push. Okay? Trying to defend the price. Can you guys see what price action looks like? So I want you to remember this when you're trading alone. Let the candle tell the story. I haven't gone to 2 minutes because I don't want for us to be waiting. If I go to 1 minute, you can see. Look, in 2 minutes, you can see buyers appear and disappear. This guy's going to appear again. Look, they're placing their order on their system wherever they are in the world. It could be bank, it could be somebody in Peru, in Chile, whatever. He's placing the order. But once they place buy order, see, that sell line has come and cleared that place. Can you see? That's what's happening there. So we need sellers, but if you look at it, it's not too much. We need it to move like this. You see how big it moves? We need some big guy to come and go, you know what? I want to offload. And then boom. Once they do that, and they drive faster price action. This up and down, I don't like to trade it because one, it's not moving fast. Secondly, I can see that the buyers like that place. So some guy might just come and go, okay, put a 10x size and push the price quickly up. Now that we've seen this doji candle, this candle here, I know that buyers like this place. They're trying to get price back up. So we need a big candle to break here to move. But you can see we haven't been able to get that. Suddenly buyers have absorbed all of those selling pressure. But there's a seller sitting on top there. There's a sell order sitting on there. Every time price goes there, it pushes it back to the downside. We need a bigger buyer to come to fill all these orders here, these red orders. Can you guys see it? Yeah. We need them to clear this. If they clear this, watch. If a buyer comes in, clears this, we're going to come and test this area, which is where the 13 EMA. And can you see some buyers have set their order here, their limit orders. They're saying, if price comes to here, buy for me to go to the next place. The next buyers are saying, if price breaks above 13 EMA, gets to this line, buy for me. So we've got buyers here. So once we clear this seller that is refreshing, this is just refreshing. This guy is just refreshing. Look, he's relentless. Maybe he got like 1 million orders, yeah? Million sell orders. And every time he comes here, he clicks, sells 100,000. He waits again, it comes up another 100,000. That's why this is happening. Tries to go up, he can't, pushes it down. So look, price action can tell you what's happening in the market easily. It's a normal stuff. Look, buyers have stepped in now to clear. We need some buyers to come in to clear that sell order, because this sell order is the resistance that we're seeing. See, every time price goes to touch up, it pushes it down. So that order needs to clear. Nobody should trade this thing. Don't trade this because it's just going to blow your account. Okay. We need the big guys. And then every time they move, the buyers move their position. See, keep looking at those bars. Look at what happens. Look, can you see? Every time it gets filled, they're adding orders. They're buying, they're absorbing. So we shouldn't be trading this because this is like choppy. It's not too clear. You can see it is better on futures. I'll show you futures because futures will show you how it's jumping. Look at this place here. Yeah, this is what price is doing. This candle, all these things they're doing, this is what price is doing. Jumping up and down. So if you buy calls, it will just boom, boom, boom. You buy puts, it will go up. See? You don't need to trade that. We need a clear direction. So we know what's happening through trading view. Look, can you guys see? So it's the same thing happening. Buyers are stepping in. This is the same thing we're seeing. If I go back here, you see. Okay? So I wanted to make sure everyone understands market structure and price action. I traded the same thing. So when we broke that low of there at the time, this trade is pushed my trade from 200 of the day. I'm up 600, so that's fine. If I find another trade, I'll get. Otherwise, I'm okay for the day. Okay, 500 a day, 20 days is 10 grand. Okay, so that's for one account. So that's fine. So that's how we trade. You know, super important for you to understand what's happening in price action and what to do. So look, buyers have now come and set their order on top of those guys. So look, suddenly buyers have absorbed. They decide to place it on there, not underneath. They place it on that time. So what's going to happen? Look, all those buyers have absorbed and price is coming up. So we need price to clear this, move up, get around here, because I think there's a little bit more decent buyers here that would push the price a little bit up. So we'll be looking at maybe 450, because 450 was our first price target at the time. So let's see if price can go back. So you can see finally, buyers are now trying to overwhelm those sellers. Can you guys see? Yeah? Can you see that buyers are overwhelming sellers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So now, see, I told you guys, once we clear that place, we're going to touch 13 EMA. So if 13 EMA is captured and we go above, so this is the 13 EMA, right? 13 for everyone that's just joining newly, EMA stands for exponential moving average, okay? EMA trading. You can Google anything that you want to find, you can Google. Exponential moving average is a technical indicator that places more weight on recent price data to react faster than simple moving average. So this 13 EMA is saying that this is the average price of SPY, let's say SPY. That's the average price of SPY over the past 13 days, see? Yeah, it's a key indicator. 13 days is plus or minus 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. They like to use that because 13 days is 2 weeks because they capture the weekend as well, okay? So it takes Saturday and Sunday. So it says instead of 12, so do 13. Now, if we capture this, if price clears here, the next level is going to be 740. That was our first price target, okay? Because that's a GEX place. This is where gamma flips, okay? Now you can see that sellers have placed orders in either side of GEX. So if this price gets to this thing, it's going to pull back a little bit But if there are more buyers, then it will push up. If there are more buyers here, it will send the price down. That is why I always tell you guys to take profit as you go, because you don't really know where buyers and sellers are sitting yet. Until you become really good traders, you're able to see them, okay? See, price has gone up a little bit. These guys here, these sellers, they've pushed the price back down. These buyers will push it up. Sellers are beginning to load on the bottom. They're saying, if this price comes down, then I'm going to amplify the move to 736. You see? This guy here is what pushed this price. These orders pushed the price back down because this call was supposed to, buyers were supposed to push it up, then they encountered the first resistance and it's come down. Now, these buyers here could take it back up. So you can see buyers have started to appear. They might push it back up, but if they're not able to, then price will just continue to the downside. Incredible price action. So the three skills that I want you guys to learn. Can you everybody remember what those three trading skills are? I talk about it all the time. The three skills that you need to trade. One of them is what we're talking about now. Remember, three main skills. The first one is market structure and price action. Okay? If you understand market structure and price action, you're going to understand how to trade, how to take trades, where to exit the trade. The market structure tells you what the market looks like as you're coming in. So look at this. Market structure, market opened to the downside. So the current structure was downside. Now we're in recovery. Okay? Buyers are coming in, trying to recover. So, but the price action is when you zoom in, you can see what price is doing. So as you guys saw, this seller pushed price down. These buyers have absorbed those sell and we're trying to go up. If we manage to claim this 740, then I think we'll rally back up to low of I think I need to move low of day down now. We'll rally back up towards previously close. But we need to capture 740. Super important, because 740 is where all of these sellers are sitting. If we capture it, if buyers capture it, then they send price up to previous day close. And then they can decide what they want to do. They want to continue up or down. But this is the key area we're waiting. So here is where monthly options traders will come in, because they have time from here to here. It might take the whole day. It might take 2 days. It might take 5 hours or 3 hours. They'll be patient. They'll buy contract expiring on the 31st of August. Okay, they got 1 month from here to here, right? It could take 1 hour, but because they got a monthly contract, they'll just wait to see. So now we've captured. You can see we've captured 13 EMA, both on SPY and both on also on futures. I would like to wait for the next candle to open. So you can see, so this candle is still touching it a bit. The next candle opens, it will capture that 450 area, which is the 740 on SPY. Can you guys see? So because I want these two guys, these orders to be clear, these sell orders to be clear. One buyers to clear this nonsense. If they clear here, then boom, boom, boom to the upside. If I can see where there's a big buy order sitting here that wants to help push you guys towards BTC. Look, we've cleared it. Look. So if you were in a monthly contract, call contract, after we captured 13 EMA, this is good trade. Yeah, price action, guys. Price action. See, everything we explained is happening. Now, these orders need to go. They're not that huge because compared to the size of the bar versus the buyers are a bit bigger. So we might be able to push it, but let's see if it can. Look, it's pushing the price down. See, price is coming down because of these sellers. They've placed their limit orders here. So we need them to be cleared. See, they've pushed the price back down. So this is what price action is. So you got market structure and price action. That's number one skill. What's the second skill, guys? Somebody needs to answer. What's the second skill?
I know the third,
Okay.
trading psychology.
That psychology is coming. But the second one is risk management. Can you see how we're sitting on our hands? None of you are taking trades? Yeah? How many of you would have taken trades because market was turning? Because you saw this green candle, you just take trade, and then this will literally shatter your stuff. Or because you saw this green candle, this will just eat you. So how many of you would have taken trades here?
Me, let me report myself.
Me,
Exactly. So
I would have taken a trade after the solid candle that did not touch the line. Yes.
Yeah, good. This candle. So you will see solid candles, okay? But the thing is, you need to understand what's happening in that area so you know when it's in your favor, right? So you need to know what's happening. Yeah, look, these guys are now, because once price touched that area, boom, 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 it's coming to the downside. right? Because typically 740 is a GS flip. They know, institutional traders know where to position their trade. Now, also notice that the candle first touched the line and went up a little bit. That's because institutional traders don't place the orders on the line itself. They place it by a few standard deviations away from it. That's why I always say take profit as you go, because as it's approaching the line, most institutional traders don't wait for the price to hit the line exactly. Sometimes they place it beneath the line, like this guy. This guy has placed the order just as he's approaching. So imagine if there was a small amount of buyers that's just going, and then they hit this place, and you're thinking, I'll take profit by the time it gets to 740. These guys here will just flush it to the downside. But in this instance, there were strong buyers that pushed it up, but it was not strong enough to clear this guy. So they've pushed it back down. So these guys now have captured the drop, and their orders are now filling. So let's see if they clear 740. So nobody should be taking the trade until there's a strong green candle above 740. The reason why I say strong green candle is because that candle needs to be able to clear these two orders. If it clears it, then these buyers will capture it and then pull it as a gravitational pull towards PDC. PDC appears to continue to be the balanced price, okay? So that's going to be, so we need to wait to see that. But that remains to be seen if buyers can push. They're coming in, you can see buyer orders coming in. Now, if you have bought a monthly contract, if you bought monthly contract when we enter this candle, you'll be tracking your trades on a higher time frame. But as you can see, on the higher time frame is yet to turn green because over the past 15 minutes, sellers have dominated. Yeah, over the past 15 minutes, sellers have dominated. Even though on a lower time frame, we can see that buyers are coming in. So the balance hasn't changed. So the equilibrium hasn't changed yet, right? So they're waiting. So if I wanted to take a contract that is expiring in 1 month, I will come to the 15 minutes. I would like to see a green, if I wanted to buy calls, I'd like to see a green candle above 740 in the 15 minutes. That means that buyers have taken control of that time frame. And I think 15 minutes is a sizable time to see what's happening because currently sellers are still in control. So it's 3 minutes to go. You can see sellers are still in, even though buyers are stepping in, sellers are just a little bit still in control. See, price is struggling to break here. So this is how you learn how to trade. And this is the skill I want you guys to know. Risk management, you just see it. The last one is trader psychology, okay? In your mind, that thing that was saying buy, you need to overcome it. However you want to do it, you can do it. You can build, if you build trader psychology, which is 90% of trading skill, you'll be fine. That everything I've explained now, yeah, being able to understand market structure and price action, being able to apply risk management, they all come from trader psychology. Okay, the psychology of a trader, he knows that, or she knows that the first point is to protect your profit. Okay, to protect what you have, ensure that you own it. You don't want to risk it back, right? So now that we've made money, there's no need to take any trade because we would have given the money back. Okay, so we wait. Now you can see buyers are trying to clear that 740 area, which is the same, which is 450 on, yeah, so 450 on futures. Buyers are trying to clear it, right? Buyers need to clear that. There are buyers in the market, but they're not strong enough. So we need them. Look, they're coming now, right? They're coming in now. There we go. See that they've overcome or overpowered those sellers there. So you can see that there's a blue there's a blue bar over the red one. That's when buyers are coming in. So we need that blue bar to be there consistently until the price goes past there. Okay. If it appears and then disappears, that means that sellers are actually absorbed. So that means that sellers are absorbing those buy orders. We need them to come. Look, another one has appeared above the flip. Yeah, can you see? This guy needs to stay there, not disappear. Another one needs to stay here, not disappear. Then we've cleared it. So 17, 16, 15. So the next candle might open above GEX flip. If it does, it will carry us to 48 EMA. If we have a candle above 48 EMA, for sure, we're going to go take previous day close. Unless sellers step in. But in this case, I don't think they will because they want to see price get there. There we go. This candle is above 740. Can you see? This is a strong candle above 740 there. There we go. See? So now we can rally to the upside. There we go. Buyers have stepped in. They've covered that second red candle. Right? Here we go. Even though there's that one has disappeared. Right? We just wait. Yeah, there we go. It just appeared again. So we want to get, in this case, you see, they would defend it and take it up. So I expect price to claim 48 EMA at some point. and then go towards previous day close. So if you're still itching to trade, here you should only be trading like monthly contract or weekly contract. Okay, because you know how fast it was moving then? Those volume have disappeared now. So we're just going now. Okay. Are you guys enjoying this session?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I'm learning.
Good. I'm going through this because I'm drinking coffee. I'm powering through this session with coffee because I'm lacking some sleep. Right. Any questions? See, we've claimed 38, we've claimed 48 EMA. I told you at some point we'll claim it, If it candle opens above it, rally home straight. Because there's a big buy. Whoever has placed this order here is just waiting. It's like, just get me that price to 140 or whatever. So it's 741. I'll take it home for you. He's just waiting. Meanwhile, these guys are just trying to suppress price. We need the buyers to come here and clear this. We need to clear it. Okay, so this is why you need this. That's why I want you guys to first become very good at trading. Then we can add indicators, because TradingView makes money from having to add indicators. And indicators, once you have to increase your subscription. And I don't want you to start spending money yet. I want you to just be learning the basics, understand, because trading is step by step. Look, we're claiming that 48 EMA and rallying up. Okay, so we need a candle to open above. So whoever took that trade when we broke 740 on a monthly contract, so on options, you should be in the money, or your money should be increasing. Look, once we touch 41, that guy, I don't know, or whoever is that order will try to pull us towards previous day close. I think that's why buyers are trying to get the price there too.
Is it a good time to get in now?
I would say wait for the next candle to open above 48 EMA, this line. Wait for a clean,
1 minute candle.
I would say 1 minute, yeah. But you need to buy, what are you going to buy? I mean, why are you buying? What do you want to buy? Okay, good.
Cool.
Okay, good. But wait. So this candle is still hogging, not this candle. Just wait for a candle above, okay? Wait for a candle above. Yeah. Because I mean, the orders we're seeing here are limit orders, right? These are orders that are placed over the counter. But also remember that the people there are also market orders, people that just come in and click buy. We don't see them here. What they tend to do, they use all these indicators to tell where they'll take orders and remove orders, okay? Because these are areas that price has reacted at before. 13 EMA, 48 EMA, 200 EMA, these are areas that price react, so they know. So in addition to limit orders that are on the system, which is appearing here, there are people just sitting on their desk in some offices and saying, let me just wait for price to touch 48 EMA and I'll click on sell. That's what's happening here, in addition to those limit orders. So we need this to clear. So as I told you guys, we're going to try and claim it. So I think the next candle should open above a bit. You can take. We've touched 41. So if you want to buy calls, you can buy calls. You might get a dip, but you can buy calls. And then I think we should claim previous day close at some point. And then when we get, so your take profit should be previous day close, because I don't know what price we'll do there. We need to wait for see what price we do. But PDC in view for sure. There's a small gap that they will try to fill. Hopefully buyers don't start placing orders. But I think this guy here, this big boy, just waiting for his orders to be filled. Once his orders are filled, I think it will carry us. I don't want to keep saying he because it might be a she. But once that orders are filled, we'll get that. So this pullback is happening because it's normal, because it's a 48 EMA. The next candle should be able to carry us above. If it's not a red candle, it should take us above. Let me see 15 minutes. Yep, there we go. So you can see in the 15 minutes tells you a better story. Buyers are starting to step in. This should hopefully get us over the line there. On the 5 minutes, yep. So buyers are stepping in. See, we just need to get across the line if we can. Let's see. 48 EMA, always, so 13, 48, 200, people are always waiting to make a trade there. Look, so getting that pullback, okay, maybe you might pull back to 740 if it's strong enough. Otherwise, these guys should be able to absorb it and take it back up. That's what I want to say.
I have a question, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how does the VWAP compare to this EMA when it comes to swing trades?
Yeah.
Which one is
So
better to use?
so VWAP is actually a key indicator, okay? Because it's volume, so it's looking at the amount of volume of trades we're taking on that day, right? So VWAP is a key indicator in the sense that it is also where price reacts, okay? Because that's the fairest price on the day. Do you get? So for some people, they're going to wait. If they want to take puts, they'll wait for price to go back to VWAP and then look to see if price is actually coming back down. Then they will take puts. Or if price is able to break above VWAP and continue, then they will take calls because they think that the fairest price on the day is VWAP. I mean, my VWAP is here. You can see VWAP is coming. I think by the time price gets to PDC, VWAP will be also be closer to PDC, I think, given this trend. But let's see what happens. Is anyone in calls at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. Are you in
And I
profit?
took profit already.
Okay,
Yes.
well done. Well
I'm
done.
in future calls.
Are you in future calls, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
Ghost is there. 470. Yeah,
For
price target
futures, where should I take profit in futures?
47. I'm telling you, 470. So closer to as you approach PDC. Because look, futures and SPY have the same look at the moment. Future, SPY. So look, price is heading towards PDC. Price is heading towards PDC here. So if you're in futures, yeah. So your profit taking is PDC, okay? This space is going to quickly accelerate to close it. Why isn't it showing for? Ali?
Can I ask a question about lot size? Because I see that we don't really talk about lot size. And when people say they're in profit, the kind of money I see cannot be cannot be gotten by 0.2 and 0.1. Please can you just elaborate this on lot size?
Yeah, you can buy more lot size if you want. You can buy more lot size. Hold on, let's see. So this platform that I'm practicing on, I'm down to I wasn't looking. Let me take. So look, let's see. I'm gonna buy. Yeah, I'll buy one. I'm down. This is mini though, so you can see. Sorry, it's micro, right? Look, I'm gonna try and take profit at PDC. Okay, so let me see. Take profit just underneath PDC. Let me just put it here. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Did it close? Oh, hold on. Oh, I bought six. Sorry. Buy. Take profit here. Stop loss underneath 18 here. So I'm risking 30. So this is 1-to-1, right? I'm risking $30 to make $30. This is micro. You think micros is small. On futures, look, if it climbs to there, it's $30. If it moves 463 to 469, it's $30.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but because you're learning, you don't want to risk. So what would happen is I can put a new order there. Let's see if I can put a new order. Where's buy or sell? Hold on. Yeah. So I can add now. So this is just one micro. Yeah, because I'm trading the micro ESP. So I'm not trading the mini, I'm trading the micro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think it's small, but by the time you become better at this, all you need to do is add, right? You can add to it, right? So as it's going, I'm going to add. If I get to 10, I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, I should be able to do it from, where did we do before? Buy or sell, hold on, right click. No, it's not here. One time it was showing before, but I don't remember. No, it's not here. Anyway, so I'm seeing down there. So you don't underestimate the power of micros, okay? Micros is super important, particularly as a learner, okay? Micros is super important. Micros is super. If I double it now, I want to make 60. If I go for 5, it's gonna be what is that? 30 times 5 is 150, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I click that, if I multiply that, it's gonna be 150. Let me see if there's a chance to. I think that's gonna dip now because they're sitting around there. Yeah, there are some of those institutional sellers that are coming in that area. I want to push price back down to 13 EMA. So what I'll do is let's see. Well, buyers are strong there. I think buyers want. So I'm up. You can see the price is changing based on the trades. If price gets there, I make that $30. If it gets there, I lose $30. So I'm risking $30 on this trade, right? If I double it, I'm risking 60, 90, 150, 120, 150. So I don't want you to underestimate the power of minis. You can get there. Okay, most people that trade online, most new traders, they trade minis, and it flies because futures go in, they move in ticks, right? 0.25 ticks, right? So, and those trades are super, and they move really, really well, right? They move really, really fast and really, really well. So I don't think we should underestimate it at all. If I get to 15, I'm going to buy another one. Well, I want to set it, but I don't know how to. I thought I looked for it. Oh, hold on. Orders. There was a time that yeah, trade. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So ask, what is this price here? 7.5. Here. Buy extra 1 unit. Oh. I think it's filled it though. Yeah, it's filled it. See? If price gets there, I make $52. I need to move this because price is moving. I'll move my stop loss up. Yeah, there you go. I'm up $25. I'm up $30. So I'm already halfway through. If this trade happens, I've hit our daily target. No, because we're trading $10, $50 a day. So if this trade happens for me, I've hit our target. I can close it now. 50% of our target, I've hit it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't underestimate minis. You need minis to learn. If you're trading micros now, sorry, you need the micros to learn. If you're trading minis now, you won't be able to, because the price will be showing 110, 120, 150, right? Or you lose 370. So 520, if it goes down, I lose 370 or 375. If it goes up, I make 520. That's a lot of money. You're gonna be too nervous. Okay, you want something that you can manage as you're learning, right? As you're improving. So I think micros give you that. So lot size is important as a learner. Once you become really good at trading, you can start to scale up and size up. Okay. So that's not something you should be worried about now. I'm going to move this down because price is just trying to retest. I'm going to keep it here. I want it to close my trade because I think we're going to go test previous day close. Move it there. Don't trade like this, guys. Don't trade like this. Let your thing hit.
Sorry, you said we're going to go test where?
I think we might test PDC at some point today.
Okay.
We'll test PDC. Anyway, it will close my deal. I think I'll be down 100. Let's just close it because even if it's lost. So I've set my stop loss here. If he hits it, it will close it because price is reversed, right? So here, so see as we're approaching. Remember, we had that red orders that we're seeing there. I think that's what's pushed the price down. And now we need buyers to just push it back up. So I'm down 40%.
Excuse me, Charles. Please, what's the name of that indicator that you use to check where sellers and buyers are?
Okay, so it's called. Let me just show you guys. So gamma is one of them. So my free gamma levels. This guy. So just type, if you go to, so I'll show you from here. Sorry, if I show you from here, you just type MFGL, my free gamma levels. This one. MFGL. So the first letter, so the abbreviation for my free gamma levels.
Okay.
MFGL. And this is that whole heat map. So these two heat map. So MFGL and DPHP. So my dark pool heat map, I'll show you. So look here on this side, this last two here. This is my free gamma levels. If I switch it off, it switches off those gamma levels that we were checking. You know, those places where it said ghosts and those areas. And then this dark pool heat map it tells you where the traders are. So if I switch this off, it's gone. Switch it on, it comes back. So this is super important. So DPHM would show you where those buyers and sellers are sitting. Yeah, I think we're in profit now, $25. I knew it was going to go back. That's why I moved my. I mean, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be moving my trade. I should be taking profits. Like for example, now you should take profit because I'm off 50%. I can sell one. But I don't know how to sell. If I click, would it sell one? Let's see if it
It
was sold.
closed.
Okay, yeah, it sold one for me, and then it's got one left. So I've cashed in on one, and then I'll just see if the other one hits the next price target. So once it's up 50%, I sell one because it was showing the target was $50 or whatever, and it's hit 25. I've sold one. Let's see if the other one hits 25, and then $50 is done. I think it will. The next candle should push us to the upside. Yep, there you go. The next candle should push us to the upside. Olive, are you seeing how I'm trading futures?
Yes.
I can take it now. I mean, I'm not greedy. You can take it now, take another trade. But I just wanted to show you guys how it works. It's the same thing that's happening here. Look, it's the same trade. I think that we're gonna get one guide. These orders should help get us over the line. All right, let's see. You get a big push. I think it's coming. There you go. I think it's coming. I can see that it's coming. There you go. So maybe we're in profit here now. Yep, I've closed the trade. So it's closed automatically. That line that was there is hit, it is closed. So now we don't trade, we wait to see if price clears there. See, sellers are coming in to push it down, but buyers are coming in to try and defend it. So I told you guys to come. Options traders, please take your profit. Okay, monthly option. Take your profits. This would try to go up a bit, but they won't because sellers is triggered the orders that were hiding around this area. Yeah, because I know, because this is a key area. This is a key level. PDC is a key level. Once price reaches there, you start to get those reactions. Please take your profit. Who's in calls, SPY calls? Take your profit. I'm so sorry, guys. IWM, did anybody take trades on IWM today?
I mean, put boys reversed.
Where did you take puts? Where?
I think I miscalculated.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm watching now.
I'm gonna ban you from trading until you calculate properly. You can't trade. So look, so now we're coming towards VWAP, right?
Yeah.
Tried to clear before, it got pushed back. It's trying again, it got pushed back. So no trading until price clears this area. Don't take any calls. I think this is where this would be the ideal place to take calls because by time price clears, if price clears 290.80, then the candle will be above VWAP, right? This green candle will be above, and then it will clear here, then it will rally towards the 200 EMA. So you can see they already have sell orders sitting there. If price comes, it's going to clear it. Okay. So one thing I want to say is that you can monitor the way price work. With any indicator, there are lots of indicators that show this. So for example, even if I switch off this DPHM, I can still use VP by DGT to see those areas because you can see these lines there. Those lines are there. So I know that if price comes up above VWAP, I want it to clear this line and you can trade 0.80 all the way to 0.50. 291.50 is good. And then you can continue to PDC, right? I know someone asked me for gold. There we go. Gold. Are you still in gold?
Yes, I still am.
Yeah. Are you in profit?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Actually, start thinking about taking profit, okay? Because we're coming to 200 EMA. If we break here, there are sellers that are sitting in this area. I don't know how big they are because they're sitting around this place here. So take your profit. So mark your profit. What did you buy, weekly or monthly?
It doesn't do weekly or monthly on the stuff that I use. I use trading 212, and I can't tell whether it's weekly.
Okay, so you just sell when you're in profit. Okay, I want you to sell, take a screenshot and post it in the group. I want to see. Everybody that's taking trades, you need to post. Otherwise, I'm going to disappear next Friday. You won't see me. Because I mean, I've been talking for like, I don't know, an hour and 48 minutes. So for sure, I want to see that we're being successful. You can track it in the 2 minutes, super clean, break, retest, boom. Okay, really clean. There's this order, huge order. Look at this huge order block, right? Price is just touching it. If we have momentum, it will clear it. Anyway, look. All right, we've cleared. So PDC, futures traders, we've hit price target. You should be out of your trades now, okay? Same thing with SPY. We've hit price target. You should be out of your trades, okay? Boom, we've touched PDC. Clean. Yeah, out of your trades, everybody. Feels good, right? Clean trade. easy. I didn't take any trade because I was talking. I didn't want to get distracted. Last week I was blamed for talking and making money. So I wanted to respect myself this week. Anyway, all right. So let's see. We need to, I
Charles, we
mean,
love seeing you make money. Oh. We love seeing you make money. Please keep making money.
Okay, good. So we've now entered the zone where it's very noisy. Okay, nobody should be trading here. Look, we've got PDC, PDA, blah, blah, no. Where would we want to see price clear to start thinking about taking a trade?
Above pre-market low.
Amazing, good, amazing, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay, so because it's too noisy, anything can happen here. I mean, I'm sure price will want to clear PML, but we don't want to be in this zone in case there's a chop back or pull back, whatever it is, right? So we want to make sure that we want to see price clear it. Price clears it, then we start thinking about the opportunities for calls. So this moves from there, this moves from there to here, okay? Start saying, okay, we've cleared this area, okay? Where should we do? Actually, because it's so, and also looking around here, pre-market, what price was doing at the time. Yeah, we want to see if we can clear. Even though we have this area, I think we can clear it. So we want to see price break here. If it breaks pre-market low, I think we'll probably retest because remember, this is later in the morning. All of those pressures, all of those volume is reduced. So we might break, we get a retest, on PML and then continue. So we'll wait to see. But in this area, remember, all of the 1 DTE, 0 DTE, we've lost those because all of the morning volume happened here. This is recovery. It's slower, okay? So for you to protect your contract, so you don't get you don't get tethered to eat into it, you're going to trade monthly here, okay? Weekly or monthly, okay? Don't try to trade contracts that would expire on Monday. Don't do that because it's not moving fast enough. It would eat into you theta. So at least I would even say 1.5 to 2 weeks are 10 days out because it's pricing in the weekend. So all we're doing is waiting to see price break above, okay? And then it continues, right? No need to rush this range.
Charles, please,
Yeah.
can you show this on futures?
Yeah, same thing. Same thing in here. Price is just clearing this area on futures. So if he enters here, then we can think about calls to the upside, okay? Towards pre-market, previous day high. But we need to make sure that it's clean. Yeah, we should make sure it's clean. See, we need to make sure it's clean. I'll move this here. Make sure it's clean. So it needs to clear all of this noise around here. There's so much noise here. VWAP is here. 200 EMA is here. PDC is here. Ghost is here. All here needs to clear so that these buyers can start carrying the market to the upside. It will be slow because most of the volume have diminished. But bear in mind that some sellers that could hide here. So any push we get, we need to be very careful in and out. In fact, you should be trading minis. Don't trade micros, please. Okay. You can see I was trading micros. I was trading trade micros, don't trade minis. You can see I was trading micros here. Okay, it's rallying. I want to see price clear here. So it's the equivalent of what you guys are looking at, right? So 7480. I'll just mark it 7480 there. Okay, key breakouts. I can't even spell. Good Lord. There you go. So we want to see price clear here to consider, okay? Because we're considering. We don't have that volume where it's like boom, 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 breaking. Volume has reduced. You can see volume is reducing down there anyway. See, in the morning, sell volume, boom, 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 boom. Buy volume, reduce, lower. Let me put that there. Why is it not showing style? Volume volume MA, moving average. Put it there. Boom, see? Price in the morning higher, now is lower. Yeah, can you see? So we're not getting that. So if you're going to buy, expect market to take its time to get to where it's going. That's why you buy a contract that's going to expire much later, right? Guys, right?
Yes.
Amazing, good. All right, so what do you think so far? Do you think you have enough information to be able to see what the market looks like? How much of this are you going to remember? This call is recorded, by the way, right? Admin, are you recording the call? I think I heard recording in progress.
It's recorded, I think.
Is it recording?
Yes, I
Good.
think I heard that
Yes,
recording.
it's surely recorded.
Brilliant. Look at
I wanted
Chindi.
to ask
Just look at
you.
Chindi is balling. Chindi, is that total profit? So you've gone from 61 to 137. Well done. Before you ask, hold on. I want to see where are the trades? Huh? Where are the trades for you guys that took trading? Where are they?
The trades are coming.
No,
So I wanted
I
to
want to
ask
see.
this
No, I'm
yellow.
not answering the question. I want to see them first. No,
Wait, this
I'm
yellow.
closing my mouth. No. I want to see them. Post
Okay,
them.
open this last time.
No, you guys answer. I'm waiting. No, you need to post it. You need to post.
The trade is still going.
Well done, Mo. You should be taking profits. I told you guys because price is reversing now. You can see, look. That's why I don't like to trade that zone. I told you guys. See, look.
We did.
Yeah, look at that. So if you took profit, I want to see it. Look, price is reversing. Okay? So we need that price though. That's why you look at that. Range, nobody should be trading there. If we get a decent pullback to the downside, we can do quick scalp. This is a quick scalp area, but we've already made money. No need to be greedy. No, I want to see the post. I'm gonna take with Mo. Mo is exempt. Tamilade is exempt. Chimdi is exempt. Everybody else, we've got what? We've got 30 people on this call. No way we only have 2 people trading. Okay?
I
Because
did. I'll post it.
no, I want to
Are
see
you
them.
saying
I
I cannot
want to
take
see
more?
them. I will answer the questions. I want to see because I've been talking for 90 minutes. There we go. Well done. There you go. Look at this. How can somebody be quiet making close to 200 quid?
Charles.
I can't believe this.
It's
I
Abby. I
cannot.
just posted my and it's paper trading anyway.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I want to see them because that tells me they're listening. I want to see everything you took, paper trade or real money. I want to see. There's learning. You're learning in paper trade. You're learning. You want to
Okay,
make...
so can I go ahead and ask my question?
No, hold on. You need to convince everybody else to post. We're waiting. Waiting. We want to see the posts. I'm waiting, guys. Literally, I got a second screen that is tracking you guys. I want to see them. Right? We got Chimdi out. Abby, this is yours, right?
Yes, that's mine.
Okay,
The
good. Well
QQQ
done.
and SPX
Yes.
and SPY.
Exactly. Triple Q, XPX, XPY, balling. I need to see them. I need to see. Let's show you post. Yeah, come on. If you should be proud of, because remember, there's a lag in the conversation on Zoom. It's not like I'm talking and you're getting it right away. There's 10 seconds, but you're still able to follow the conversation, right? And take trades and be confident to get it out. So I want to see. Well done, Star. You traded gold? Oof.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. You're up. Good. This is how you learn. A year from now, you guys are going to be different. I promise you, you're going to be in a different place. Okay? I started this way as well. All of these things didn't come. I started this way, lost until I got here. Okay? And that's why I'm sharing the knowledge. And I'm teaching you how I learned it. I'm not teaching you like I want to grow my followers on Instagram or whatever. Right? I'm teaching you the way I learned it. What I understood.
Did you blow any of your accounts when you started?
100%. And on IBKR, I blew 8 grand playing options on IBKR. I've shared it it's on the story. I blew 8 grand.
I want to know if I'm alone.
Listen, let me hand to heart. Maybe I've blown 15K. To get to this point, I've probably blown 15K. What is that? 30 million naira? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've blown like 15 grand, right? On to learn how to trade between options and futures to get here, right? But you
Wow.
make it back in 2 months now. Now I can say, okay, fine. Look, I can do 500 a day for 10 days. For 1 month. And you can do that for 1 month. That's like 10K, right? But you gotta this is how you look. And some days I come and there's no trade. It's not like every day is like this, right? Some days I come and there's no trade. Some days I get a loss, but I try to, because of the market has been crazy, right? And also because so just to explain how it works, right? It's not possible for me to, I don't think it's a good idea for me to be talking about trading small, but then I'm taking like 2K trades, 3K trades, because there's going to be a disconnect, right? I need to be closer to you guys so that way we can trade the same way, right? By trading the same way, we're able to grow at the same pace. But also, I'm also learning, right? It's not a case of where I'm just saying this shit and then I'm doing something else. I'm also learning. What's the low of the day now? 7427.5. Can you guys see that what I'm trading futures or I'm trading anything, I'm always marking my levels. I don't, it's like This is like number one thing to do, right? I'll show you minis on thingy, MES, right? MES. I'm marking my levels. I don't play. Look, I mark my levels, previous day high. Like marking levels is like number one. Let me see, I'll change. What is that? 77517.75, yeah? I have my levels. I'm not, anything I don't mark, I don't trade it. Anything I don't mark, I don't trade it. I don't care what it is, I don't trade it because there's no point, right? What's the low of day today? Low of day is now 7427.5. Okay. So when I tell you guys to mark a level, it's not because I'm not. I'll show you. Look, I don't trade RTY. When I trade it, I mark it. See, there's no line here. Yeah, I don't trade it. GC gold, when I used to trade gold, right? I've removed the line. I don't, if I don't mark it, I don't trade it. You're not going to see in the trade. If I show you all my trades today, you're going to see it's just all micros. I don't trade because I have to mark, I have to know, even though I have this chart here, I still need to mark the other one because that's where you become a better trader. Okay, you become a better trader by being disciplined, consistency, right? The things I trade, look, I don't trade Google. These are old. And even when I did, I used to trade Lips, right? But that's expired. You see, it's expired. If I open it, say expired 2nd July, I don't trade those stuff. Delete it. By the way, if you're in Google Lips, you should be. Remember, we marked this like months ago, or a few weeks ago, because we were trying to take Lips. We wanted to see price break this level. But then Google then flipping sold off. So we're waiting for it to recover here to take it. It's now recovered finally from 16th, so 22nd July, over a month later, we're back up here. So the idea is for the expectation is I will rally to the top. This is patience for Lips. So if you want to buy this, you're going to buy 6 months expiry here. Right? I don't trade like what I used to mark this for the other community. That I only mark and trade. Apple is just sold off. What the hell happened? Maybe they missed earnings because we were watching there from last week. Right? The things I only mark, these ones I haven't, right? You won't hear me talk about them in the group. You know, MU I mark for the other community, but I don't touch it. But the things I trade, rest assured they're always marked. Okay? Always marked. Okay? Consistency is far better than volume. We're crossing previous day close now, guys. So what we do is when we clear, you have to clear that level for you to think about taking the trade. You just don't jump in because it's cleared. As you can see, did you see why we didn't trade that range? When I said it was noisy, look at what it was doing. Yeah, see, up and down, choppy, choppy, choppy. I need to do that. Okay, all right. Let me go see how many people have posted in the community. Guys, come on, man. Come on. Where's the trades that you took? I want to see them. Well done, Yinka. Really good. Well done. 72. IBK. Woof. You're just balling at this point. 726. You're gonna pass this thing, aren't you? What's the price to pass the? Have you passed? Is this the main account or you're still trading?
This is the evaluation account. I lost money yesterday.
Sorry.
I took a trade before 9:45 and I started revenge trading.
Okay, good. All right. Lessons learned. Want to make sure we're on track. Denike, well done. Really good. Amazing. Okay. There's a little bit more here that I can answer questions. Okay, go on then. Answer the question. First question.
I can see on your charts. What do they mean? They're usually on the sides.
Give me a second. We already had a call. All right, so I'm taking a call off my calendar. I'm just telling the guys that I can do that. Give me 1 second. Sorry, what was the question?
There's this blue and yellow bands I usually see on the sides of your charts. I don't know what it means.
Blue and yellow band.
Yes.
You mean these ones?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna keep quiet. Somebody can answer in the community. All right, go on. Who can answer that? Because that's the single most common questions we get, right? And I think I've explained it 10 times. I'm just saying, somebody can answer it because I want to make sure everyone understands. Can someone explain what these are? Come on, guy. I'm going to start calling names out. All right, Yinka, I think you can explain this. Yinka, could you explain? Because I know this is in your charts as well. So what are these? What are these blue and yellow bars here?
it's the volume profile that shows where the buyers and sellers are sitting
Really?
for the prices. So the blue one represents the buyers, and then the yellow one represents the sellers. And the buyers are sitting where the price is that they've set for their orders to come in.
Yeah. Did you understand? Did that help?
Very much. Thank you.
Somebody else try. Who else wants to also add to what Chia said? Who wants to add? That's the correct answer, but I want to understand how everyone is explaining that so we know that we're on track. Who else wants to try to answer that?
I forgot to add something. Does anyone want to answer? Then I can.
You go ahead, add. Yeah, add something.
Yeah, I should have started with that area represents where most of the trading is occurring within the day, and then the outer area is the shows a lesser volume of trade, and then the part where you have the blue and the yellow shows where most of I think 70%, depending on what you set, of the trades are occurring within the day. So that's where you have the kind of yeah, that's just it basically, where most of the trades are occurring within that day.
Okay. Amazing. Yes, I think that's good. So let's put that as the only thing on the screen then, so that way we can get some clarity. Hide drawings, hide other indicators, right? So this is what we're talking about, right? So this is the question. This is what you're asking about, right? So this.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Anybody else wants to try? There are four or five main things. Yinka, I want to hear. Has Yinka answered? I want to hear so I can get that done.
She typed. She says she can't talk.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Good. Who else wants to try? And if I answer this now, then anytime we get the question, whoever asks the question will be answering all the time. Okay? Deal? Is that better? Yes? Good. Okay. So this indicator is called volume profile. Essentially what it does is it's pulling pretty much the same information as DPHM and FMF. It's pulling it, but it's representing it in a different way. Okay, so this is how it's representing it. There are two distinct sessions here. Let me do that. So you see these two distinct sessions. There's like this side and this side. Okay, now this side, the right side, the green are the number of that are the buyers currently active in the market. They're buyers. Okay, buyers.
Yeah.
So these are the orders that are on. So because in the stock market, there's what is called OTC. Yeah. It's called over the counter. Okay, this OTC. So this OTC is one of the places where people are waiting to buy markets. They're just like the table where you write your stuff. Okay, then they have the main the where people are placing orders. Okay, so based on those orders being placed, these are the buyers. The market, the system is qualifying them as buyer because they're placing buy orders, right? And then sellers, then obviously, if green is buyers, what would the red be?
Sellers.
Amazing, good. So currently, buyers and sellers are there, okay? Buyers and sellers. The green are the buyers. The red are the sellers in the market, okay? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the right side. The left side, you've got four distinct colors there. You got yellow and blue, and then you got light gray and dark gray. I'll explain yellow and blue first. Now, yellow are the volume of sell orders. Blue is the volume of buy orders. Okay? By that rationale, as you can see, price is around where the yellows are longer than the blue, right?
Yeah.
Good. What is happening to price now?
It's going down.
Yes, good. So in this area, you can see that there are more sell orders than there are buy orders. Okay. Now it's super important to know this because these are the sellers, these are their orders. That's because one seller can have 1 million orders, right? So 10 buyers can have 1,000 orders. Okay, so 100 buy orders. But then one seller can have 1 million order. So is one-to-many or one-to-one, right? So in this case, there are more sell orders here than there are buy orders. And you can see, in this case, it represents, it matches because there are more sellers here. Therefore, as prices come to this area where there are more sellers, see what's happening. Price is dumping, right? Price is going up because these orders are now being filled because prices arrive in this area. So it's going up. So the sell orders are overwhelming the buy orders, which are the blue areas. Okay? So that's what it is. So green are the buyers, red are the sellers, yellow are the sell orders, the orders they've placed on the system to sell. Okay? Blue are the orders that have been placed to buy. Where the price is now, you can see that there are more, the sell orders, the bar for the sell orders are longer than the buy orders. Therefore, price is generally going down. You see, prices bounce and touch this area here where there's some buyers, and you can see there are some buyers, and here the buy orders are longer than the sell orders, right? See here, right? You can see, therefore, prices bounce back up. Can you see prices going back up? Yeah. So that's what it is. So this is a volume profile. So it's showing you the current volume profile. But remember, this is based on the orders that is on the book, OTC, on the book. Okay? There are also, which are called limit orders. So these guys that are here, they've placed orders to say, when price gets to 77466, buy for me. Okay? All these guys. Or this one says, when it gets to 764, buy for me. This one says, when it comes to 7462, buy for me. That's what it is that they've placed it on the system. Also, sellers have come there and say, when it gets to 77466, sell for me. When it gets to 7464, sell for me. These are the ones you see. But if you sum it up, clearly there are more buyers here than there are sellers. Okay? So one price get here, buy overwhelm. And then but it's gone back up to the area where there are more sellers. What's happening to price?
It has gone down.
Yes, because these guys, and look, the candles are changing. They're moving. See it's moving, it's coming in, it goes down. So that this has gone up. So this red is increased, this green is, see, it's filling the orders. Obviously, this order has been triggered when price is coming back down. Okay, so this is important. I think let me put this, look at where we're going. We've broken back down. I think price is coming down. It's going to probably test here. If we break here, then I expect price to come down and test here. If it breaks there, then I think it will probably come and test this 75 area. Look, that's why I wanted you guys to take your profit there. It's the same thing happening with SPY, okay? This is why I wanted everyone to take their profit when we got into that zone, because I know that price will reverse. There we go. Sellers pushing price down. It's coming down. There's not much buyers here to catch it, okay? It's going down. This data, this detail is also what this is showing, right? You see, right? They're not strong. They're very, very little buy orders. They're coming in. Okay, if we break below, if the next candle opens below previous day close, I think we'll come and test this area. Break here, we're coming down here. Okay, so if you're in puts, keep an eye on that. Right, so that's what's happening. So what we're seeing is the volume profile being described in bars. Okay, the bars are showing us that's what's happening. Now, there are other two key lines there that is important for you to notice. Given the day's trade so far, okay, 70% of the trades, 68%, some people go with 70, I've gone with 68. 68% of all of the trade volume on the book is happening between 743 and 738. Okay, these blue lines, they're called value area high and value area low. We can check them, value area high and low trading. It will tell you what it means. Value area high, so yeah, at the upper and lower price boundaries of a volume profile that encloses a set percentage, typically 78, of trading volume for a given period. So typically, all of the trades that's happened today is happened between here and here, which makes sense because you can see this is where majority of the sell happened, this is where majority of the buy happened. If this price had gone up and captured here, this line will move up a bit as well, to tell you that 68 to 70% of the trades happen around here. So that's where it is. So that means usually all of those buy and sell orders are happening here. Now, what I tend to do, how I tend to read this, which is the final part, is this light gray and dark gray area. If price breaks above here, it's very likely that it would continue to the upside, because although there are some volume here. They are not that strong because they're outside that 60 or 70, 68 or 70% window. So I tend to think that whatever price carries to the upside, it will just continue because it would absorb all of this because majority of these guys have pushed it up. But in this case, obviously, we haven't been able to because they're all sellers here. Same thing happens here. If we break here, they tend to sort of continue to the downside considering there is volume. But this is just a volume profile that just gives an indication of what the orders on the system are. You can read this, you can read this one, you can choose to read this one, right? You can choose to read anything. Obviously, in this case, you can see, right, it's come back down to this area where there's a buyer and it's bounced. If you look at it, you will see it represents the same thing. There were some buyers here and prices kind of bounced back up. It's got back here where there are sellers and we're holding a red candle. So that's what it is. There's a last line. This is called point of control. Okay, point of control is just like the balance. If I show you, it just says here, points of control trading. It'll just tell you point of control, specific price level within a given time frame where the highest volume of trading activity occurred. Okay. So currently within the price market, this is the area where majority of the volume is happening, which is also in line with where we have the longest set of orders, right? So all of those volume are happening now though. Again, these lines tend to move, right? So you can see it was here where market opened because that's where market opened at the highest volume and it tanked all the way down, prices recovered. Also what I've noticed, right? Price always tend to come back to this area, this point of control. I use it when I'm trading like monthly contracts, right? I would say, okay, if price is bouncing, it's trying to come back up. When I've got strong confirmation that it's cleared certain key levels for me, I tend to see that it tends to want to come back and capture that point of control, which is where most of the volume is, then to decide. But I use it for monthly trading. So if I buy calls, if I took calls here when we got in that back here, I will use that. But again, these are something that you'll pick up down the line. You don't need to worry about it. What I want you guys to understand at the moment is how you trade using key levels. I think key levels is a very good indicator of what we do. So in the moment, as you guys can see, no trade should be here because one, we didn't break PDC and we didn't break PML. So no need to take a trade. When we have a candle that opens, then we'll do that. Again, no need to trade. When you see a lot of indicators clustered, don't trade it because this is what's likely to happen, as you guys can see. Do you see how choppy it is? You just blow your account. We don't trade those areas. It's coming up to 11:30 in New York. We're going to see two outcomes. If there's volume, either price comes down here or price traces back up. This is before they go for lunch because lunch is in 40 minutes. Okay, so this is how you trade. I think I saw a hand raised. Chi, do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
So let me just what did we say for IWM for calls and puts? I think we had lines, no? Oh yeah, look at that. Anyone that took this must have eaten, right? Because we had this before. Sorry. So this is why I thought, Yinka, this is why I thought you were going to take your trade. I thought it was going to because we were watching PDC, right? Remember, we had it here. PDC, it broke PDC for puts.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. Because that's what we're watching. We're watching here, break to the downside. And this is like, and then this was our first price target, remember? Because of here, this area was choppy. We had here. And I mean, if you took IWM when we broke here, which was what time? Yeah, 7:46. Remember, we were watching because we wanted this information to come out. This 9:45.
Yes, I've learned my lesson now.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
9:46.
take I'm not going to take any orders while in the office.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So we need to make sure that look at that. This is like money, this printing. Clear first price target. As I see, we touch it, bounced a bit, and then continued again, flushed all the way to PDL. Because I know when we checked, we're already here. And I said to guys, take profit. If you're not taking profit, then if you enter the trade here, then wait for a retest, which is that, and then all the way to the downside. I mean, this was a good trade today. Okay. QQQ. We just got a little bit, not that much pressure. So we got a little bit, and then it's now back in that area. This will be low of day now, right? Hold on. Because I don't trust. Okay, low of day would be 680.05. pounds. Again, nothing to trade here. This is too choppy. I don't like this area. This calls is still valid. Puts is valid now, but it will be here. Okay. It'll just be there to there, but it will be quite slow actually to get here because you can see the volume was reduced. But this calls is still valid. You want to take calls is still valid. Here is a range. Nobody should trade this area. From here to here is a range. I don't know how to make it bigger, but from there to here, no trading in that area. Okay. Gold. I mean, you guys should be balling in gold for sure because it was here before. This was the first area. Then this is the next area to trade. It's just retesting. Please take your profit on gold because I mentioned you should take profits here on gold. And then IGV. I don't know if anyone traded IGV. I think we got time. We got here, didn't we? Oh, sorry, we didn't get here before trading. But it would have been a break below PDC towards PML. Okay. All right. Question, Chi, go on.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask about monthly contracts. So because when I checked on SPY, it was like 1K thereabouts. So my question is, if you take a monthly contract, do you need the price action to be more significant before you can break even and then begin to make profit compared to someone like 0 DTE, for example?
So 0 DTE requires price action so essentially price needs to be moving faster than time is going. That's it. So on 0 DTE, if 1 second is like this, take. You need price to be going like 3-4 times, move faster. That doesn't always happen. This happened this morning. We had that volume, so you would have cashed in, right? But the reason why I like to trade monthly when we've lost this momentum, when most of the volume has occurred in the market, when you want to trade later, I want you to take time into consideration because price is not going to move as fast as it did in the morning or in the afternoon or whenever it did that, move that fast. It was not going to move that fast. So you need to trade it slowly. So give yourself time. So on the screen, I've just pulled up the monthly contract for SPY. So August 31st, which is exactly 1 month from today. You're right. At the money contract is 1,300. So you might go 1, 2, 3, 1 grand. Or if you can't trade, you can trade. So this is 1 week. You shouldn't trade that. This is 2. So you can trade 14 days. So 2 weeks from now, 800. But it's better because it gives you time. Like it's more expensive, but it's better. But also you don't need to trade SPY. You can trade IWM. So in this case now, if you wanted to buy, oh, sorry, what did I do? Oh.
No, sorry. My question actually is, how does your contract react to the same change in price for someone who has bought 14 days versus someone who has bought 0 DTE? So I understand that you need more time, yes, but how does your contract increase in value?
Yeah,
you need more price action to break even because you paid more money.
No, it's the same. It's just that. So time is, again, the answer to your question is time. But if you're asking specifically, how do you make money because it's longer? It's because you give yourself time for so essentially you're giving the market time to do what you expect it to do. Okay, that's it. That's what it is. So time is the most important factor in options trading. If you can give yourself more time, it will. That's why it costs more. It doesn't cost more because SPY is moving faster or slower. The reason why contracts cost more is based on the days. The closer you are to the day you're taking the contract, the lower, or the closer you are to the day close of business that you're taking the contract, the cheaper it is. The further out you are, the more expensive it is because the market understands that by giving yourself. Oh, sorry, I just saw Cynthia got her money back. Well done. They will give you your money back if you threaten them that you're going to report it to the Conduct Authority. So I think US is called Financial Service, whatever they call them, SEC. So Securities and Exchange Commission. You're going to report them to SEC and also report them to the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK, and also report them to the Nigerian, what is it called in Nigeria? Nigerian Security and Exchange, I don't know, I think that's the name. They will refund the money. Yeah. So I've just seen now that Cynthia has gotten her money back. I know it's a lot of work, but they give you. The video evidence I captured really helped me. Plus, I also took a screenshot of other people's complaints in the past few days. Yes. So everyone that's done that, please copy Cynthia's more details and also collect the video and send and say, look, we are all trading the same thing. We had good news about your community, your services, but it's been fucking up. Sorry for swearing. It's been messing up. So by the way, this is called, we're inputs though. We're inputs for weekly or monthly if you're trading that. So if I take puts now, let's see. Currently, at the money puts is 750. I'll click on that. Can I buy? Let me see. Okay, I need to first.
No, sorry. I think you still don't understand my question.
All right,
Maybe
go
I'm
on.
not
Yeah,
making
let me
it very
clarify.
clear.
Yeah, go on.
So let's say two people are in a put for SPY.
Yeah.
One
Yes.
person is 0 DTE, the other person is 14 days, right?
Yes.
And SPY moves 2 points beyond the targets in their
Yes.
direction.
Yes.
Would they both be up by the same percentage?
That's why I was saying you are not going to be up at the same percentage because
Okay.
hold on. I'll explain to you why. So, by the way, let me take 1 is 1,000. So SPY puts and both SPY. This is paper trading, by the way. I can actually track it. What is the name? SPY 31st, right? So
Yeah.
I can track it on a chart here. I can actually track it. I'll add it here. So let me go. So just search for it. Go to options. Go to SPY. End of August 31st at the money price. I think it was 740, right? Yeah, that's the contract I bought. Yeah, that's the contract I bought. This contract. Let me see. Oh, 739. Sorry. Good. 739. So that one. So you can add it. So has it loaded? Yeah, 246 here. What do you mean doesn't exist? Options. Oh. 7, yeah, 7. So, about call. Sorry, I need to cancel that. I swear, I thought about you cannot close non-tradable symbol. Okay. All right, fine then. Let's do it again. So I'll answer your question. I just want to show you the difference. Okay. So,
All right.
yeah, same as charts. Oh, I was clicking July 31st. This month is ended. It should be August 31st. August 31st, 31 DT. Puts. That's it. What are you talking about? It wasn't long. Yeah, there we go. Opera. Yeah, 740 puts. SPY options. 31st August, 740 puts. Yeah, see, about take profits here. Here. And let's do it here. 20. And then stop loss, let's say here. Confirm. There we go. Orders. This one is wrong. It needs to close. Buy limit 70. Okay, so this is what is happening. Now I can answer your question. Okay, so this is what's happening. Options. The reason why you both move, but again, it's time. But this is the thing this is the question you're asking. Are you going to get the same profit? No. Why? Because of delta. So these are the three most, in my view, these are the three most important Greeks in options. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you because this has been in the videos you guys took. It's in the training information you took, but obviously, again, we're all learning, so I'm going to teach you. Okay, so delta. So you got delta, theta, and gamma. Okay, delta is the amount that your contract would move, the value it would add or lose based on a $1 move. Oh, let me put a video so you guys can see how I'm using my hands to explain. Okay, can you see me? Yeah?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so delta is the amount that the value of your contract will move. Delta is what it will move, how much it will move up or down based on a $1 move of the underlying stock. Okay, you buy we bought SPY, 740 puts, okay? If SPY goes from 740 to 739, yeah, how much would my contract move? That's what you're asking, right? For 30 days. And how much would you move, say, for 1 day, right? How much would I gain? That's what you're saying. This is what determines it, delta. It's a calculation that is done behind the scene by Oprah, which is Chicago board or whatever. Those guys, the guys that is giving you options, that's what they do. So how you read it is this. Because we bought 740 calls, or 740 puts, yeah? We bought 740 puts expiring in August, okay? 740 puts, we bought it. If SPY goes from 740 to 739, okay? The value of my contract, one of the stock, it will move by $47. Okay, 0.47. Okay, move by 47. If it goes to 738, it will move again by 47 or 48 or 49 because that number is also dynamic. The number moves. Okay, so delta is the amount that the value of your stock of your options premium would move up or down depending on the $1 move. So now that I've bought puts for 740 at, I think that we paid, how much did we pay? I don't know, you can see the amount there at 1072. If SPY moves from 740 instead of coming down because I bought puts, right? It goes up to 741. The value of my contract will go down by $47. So 1,072 minus 47, it will go 900 and something. Okay. Delta is what tells you how much you've moved. Delta is calculated by a number of stuff. So this is it. So just to explain again, you can see it's written delta in options. Sorry, I can't spell. There. Delta in options measures price sensitivity, expected change, and probability.
I can't hear. Is it from my end or?
Yeah, I think it's paused and the network has streamed out.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, sorry. My my laptop literally just got into restart mode. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. Brilliant.
we
Yes.
can.
Yes. So for every $1 move, on the price of the underlying stock, that would change. Okay. So for example, if you had a delta of 50, right? It means that if the stock, so if you bought calls if you bought calls at 740 and the price goes to 741, which is $1 move, the value of your options will go up by 50. So what that means is here, let's see what price is doing. So price is still coming down. Price is 740. If this 740 changes to 749, yeah, the value of my options will do what? How much would it go up by?
By $48.
Yes. So this will be, you'll now go from, so 10.72 plus 48, right? It will be, what is that? 11.49, no, 11.50. Okay. Now remember when I was talking before, and then price, and then my laptop went off, right? This was 47 before, right? It was 47, but it's now gone to 48. Remember when I said before that that price is actually dynamic, it doesn't stay. So if price is going in your favor, the value of the delta will be increasing. It will be increasing. If price is going against your favor, right, it sticks at one place. So look, price is now gone. Look, price has gone to 739, which is here. Yeah, price is dipped. Can you see? My delta is gone to 48. I see how it's jumping. If price gets to I'll leave. That's why I wanted to take that contract so I can explain to you so you can see. If price continues to the downside, the value of if this price continues here. By the way, for those of you that sorry, let me take that back so you can see. I don't know if you guys took puts, so we've hit our first price target. Can you see? Can you see this side of the screen, guys? Yeah. Let me zoom it down. See, we took puts. Puts was valid from when we had a candle. This candle was puts, and then we've hit this price target. And see, prices jump back up to the upside. So if you're in put, you should have taken your profit as we hit this target. Okay. So this is what's happening.
Yes, I took the put. I got my money back.
Well done. Well done. Making you guys rich. Literally, I'm going to stop trading. I'm just going to get on the call. If you want, I can get on the call every day. Well, I can't get on the call every day, but I'll get on the call every Friday. That way, you guys can make your money, okay, and be rich. All right? I'm happy to do that. I don't mind. I'm happy to do that, so you guys can make some good money. If we grow this community to 100, 200 people, 300 people, then we can get more days. Then I can tell the guys in the office to give me more time off. But anyway, back to the points, okay? So delta is what tells you how much you're going to make when price goes by $1. Okay, that's what you keep an eye on. If you look, so this is 48, yeah? So we bought 740, it's 48. If we go to the one that is expiring today, for example, right? Today, puts, yeah, delta, July 31st. Yeah, good. Delta would move at 55, but you're only paying $1.21. So that would go up by 55. But the thing is, because the contract is expiring today, Tether, this is very tricky for you. So yes, every $1 move. So you bought puts now, or maybe you bought calls. Let's say price is going up now, right? And then you bought calls. And then anytime if price goes from 41 to 42, if you buy 135 now, buy 135, price goes up by $1. You make 30. So 135 plus 34, you go 170, 180, whatever. It goes up. So this is the price. Your contract goes up by this amount when this price goes up by $1. However, this tether is where a lot of the challenge is, because what this is saying is, as time is going, your contract is reducing in value by about $34.20, because the contract is expiring today. Okay, contract is expiring today. So Tether is eating into the value. So even though this is going up by $34, this is eating into it by $34. So essentially, you're not making that much money because Tether is eating into it. But if we go to see the contract that expires on the 31st, yeah, you can see that any $1 move, you make $50, but Tether is only $22. So what that means is every $1 profit you make $50, but every day you lose only $22. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Yeah. So Tether and Delta are two important Greeks. So the hack here, therefore, would be to buy contracts that is expiring further away, right? Because your delta can accumulate. So just imagine that SPY only moved 1 point today. So it moved from 741 to 742. Your contract would make $49, but it would lose only $22. So you keep the remaining money. Okay, your contract would make $50, but then it would subtract $22. So you keep the remaining, $28. Okay? But if you bought a contract expiring today, right? Today, it's so high that even if say you clicked on this, you paid $126 and you make $34, you will lose. So this is actually 342, but it will divide it by the number of hours remaining. So how many hours have we traded today? What time is it? Yeah, 11:39. You only got 5 hours. So if you divide 334 by 5, you'll be losing $15 or something every hour, because it will be 340. It will be around $18. So you'll be losing $18 every hour. Meanwhile, you're only making $34 today if you move by 1 point. So Tether is against you because it's expiring today. The value of the contract is expiring today. So this is the two important qualifiers for you, to your question. If I go to next 30 days, change this, sorry, specific dates. If I move this now to 31st, because price is going up now. By the way, our puts have closed because we did set a stop limit. And say we bought, let's buy calls now, right? And bought calls, I'll buy one. I shouldn't be trading here, but I'll buy one, right? If price goes up, so I bought this. What is this? 743 calls, Goom, 743 calls. If price goes to 743, I'll make $48. If price drops to 742, I will lose $48. Okay? But at the end of the day, whatever I made, profit or loss, is going to subtract $22 of it. Okay? Doesn't matter what happens. We're subtracting $22, but this tether is not fixed. The closer we get to 31st, it will be increasing. Okay? So by Monday, this might be $28 or $27. By Tuesday, it might be $33. By Wednesday, it might be $34. It will be going because we're coming closer to the expiry date. Okay? But because you're further away, you give yourself a chance to make a bit more. So the way to look at it is just to make sure in your mind, don't overthink it, to make sure that at least delta is 2 times the amount of your tether. So if tether is 22, you need to buy something around 44. This one I'll buy. So this is 20, 41. So obviously, the lower you come, the cheaper it is, right? All right. So in my case, I'll be scrolling down and saying, let's see, strikes, plus or minus. No, let's see, 10 strikes. Okay. So I'll be scrolling down and go, okay, 700, that is 720. I won't buy that one. I'll buy this one, 749. If I wanted to buy something cheaper, but obviously, if I wanted more money, the closer you get to add the money price, right, the more expensive you are. So if I have $1,000 maximum, I'm going to buy this one, 747. Okay. But that's after I've done my analysis. Okay, I'm not just jumping into the 747. I'll buy this one, and so okay, 44.22. So at least if I lose $1, I'll make at least $44 today. But either way, if I wait all day, nothing happens. I'm only if it breaks even, if price closes when I buy, it will just only cost me $22 to hold the price into the next day. Now, because today is Friday, it'll be 22 Friday, 23 Saturday, 24 Sunday. By Monday, it will be $66 gone. That's assuming the price stays at 22. So if I don't make money today at all, so if price doesn't go anywhere, it stays at break even, I'll be starting Monday with minus 66, okay, which is cheaper. But if I was buying a contract expiring, expiring on Monday, say, which is July 3rd, okay, every day I'll be losing $57. By the time if I bought 238 and I bought this contract calls, and let's say price did not go up in my favor, by the time market opens on Monday, I would have lost 100, what is that, 150? Yeah, 150. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday morning. So you lose 57 for 3 days. Okay? By the time you get to Monday, you've lost 100 and what is that, 21? 171 has gone out from this amount. That's why sometimes when you come the next morning, you're even though market is going up, your contract is already down by $150. And you're like, what happened? Tether is what happens. So by buying contract that expires down the line, you're protected against the decay on your contract. Okay, that's why I want you guys to do. You do 2 weeks, or you do full 1 month. Okay.
Charles.
Tell me.
Yes, all these things also apply when you paper trade as well, right?
Yes. Super important to bear that in mind when you're paper trading. Yeah.
Okay.
We're up. Look at this contract we bought. This call, we're up. So we're up 105. This is down, up 105. So all of the calls we bought the puts is up. Actually, the puts is reversed. So this reversal has given us profit. We can close it now, $30, right? So that's puts, right? That's P. Yeah, that's puts. We can close it. Close position. It'll take a while to close because it's delayed information. If I want, it's closed. Good. And then another puts. Okay, close position. Do you see that? Because I bought long dated contracts, either side is just making me money, right? Because it's expiring way, way, way before now. I don't have to worry. I don't need to stress. Okay, that's why trading options require you to have good money. I don't want you to be trading something that's close. This is down $51. That's because market reversed. If we clear here, we'll be in profit. So I can even take profits, right? So we bought at 12.46. Let's take profit at say 15. Yeah, not be greedy. Or 15.46. Let's make $200. And then stop loss is 12.46 now. Let's take it, let's close the trade if it goes down to 10. So I'm risking $240 to make 340. Or maybe to make 440. 406. So I'm risking 246 to make 400. Okay? Confirm. That's done. I go about my day. Okay? So stop loss is here. If price comes down here, it will close. Profit is taken there. That's it. But because it's expiring in August, So this is why I want you guys to trade longer. It costs more, yes, but you can trade out. If it's too expensive, then you can come to something like IGV, right? And trade monthly contract on IGV or bi-weekly contracts every 2 days. Today's the 31st. 14 days from now is this. You can do that. Okay? It's cheaper. 250, 275. What is price doing? Price is climbing to the upside. Okay, let's buy calls then. So if it goes by $1, you make $51. If it comes down, you lose £9.20 today because it's 2 weeks from now. We can buy, let's see, let's buy, I don't know, how many? Let's buy $500, okay? Buy, done. And then we have time because it can play out, right? We're not beholden to anything. Has he placed the order yet? Orders. Walk-in orders. This one. What price is it? It says 250. Yeah. So, and then we can take profits and then take loss. So let's say 110 and then 625, 2 contracts, 255. Is that our prices? Okay, confirm. Let's just buy at 255. Okay, it's placed our orders. We've bought it. Okay, we've bought there. If take profit is here, let me move. The take profit is to the top. So if it comes down here, I'll just take stop loss here. This bottom. If it comes down there, we close the deal. Then if it goes rallies to the top, then we make profit. So this allows you not to be stressing your mind, you get like fretting, oh my God, my trade is gone. Because you have peace of mind. Okay. You know that obviously at the moment, right? It takes a bit of time, you get there. No pressure at all. Okay. This is how you trade options because you're newer guys. As you improve, then you can take more risk. You can come closer and say, okay, I want to buy next week because I can read the market. I know what's happening in the market. Okay, because price action and market structure is super important to trade options. You need to know what's happening in the market, when to take options, when to close. Don't get exposed. Okay, because most people are taking, especially if you're working at work, you risk getting caught up in these things. And I don't want you guys to get caught up in this at all. Okay? All right. Any other questions before we jump? Because we're coming up to 5 o'clock and I want to end at 5. So 10 minutes will be done. Any other questions? I know you guys, your hands are itching to take contracts. If you want to trade, you have to trade, either you trade minis or you trade options that are 2 weeks out or 1 month out. Because this is what is driving price now. Let me just say, I was going to show you guys something. NQ. There are buyers sitting down here at NQ. See, there they are. So I think price want to come down to test there. That's why we've been struggling to push above it. I think it's the same thing here. It's not as strong because those buyers are pulling, but these buyers are sitting down here at low of day. So it's a long move from 6, 7. So we need to lose. This is a far place to come down. To come down to 427 from 467 is 40 points. That's a lot of move. I don't know if you're going to get it today. I don't think it's enough sellers to push price all the way down. I think if anything, market wants to recover to the upside, but let's see what that looks like. We're just coming into lunchtime. I vowed to myself I would never trade lunchtime anymore because I always give back a number of my profits. So I'm not doing that again. Any questions? I'm happy to take questions before we get off. Is there any questions? Tell me.
Yes, please.
Go on, Dan,
I want
again.
to ask about it. Yes, the dark pool heat map. Is there like a setting for it? Because it's showing a lot more compared to what I see on your screen.
If sorry, you said something. What did you say? Do I see what?
I said, is there like a setting for that indicator? The
Which indicator?
DPHM.
No. Just click. I didn't change anything. I don't think DPHM. I don't think I did anything. I haven't touched it. Display inputs. Same. I didn't touch anything. I just click it. That's
Seeing
it.
a lot of things on my screen that I don't understand, and it's
All right,
not
share
looking
your
like
share your screen then. Let's see.
Okay. Where's your screen away?
I've been laughing at everyone that's asking. Listen, we used Zoom all of COVID, okay? We used Zoom
I've
all of
seen it.
COVID. Thank you very much.
I see my screen now.
Yes, we can. Let's see.
And that's the only, okay, that's not the only indicator. I want to remove the rest so that,
Let's see.
okay.
Hold on. All right. What did you say? Okay, key level. So it's the same thing. It's showing okay. Click on your indicators where it says 8. Let's see. Click on it. Yeah. Then click on click on DP. Let's see. Because what is it? Have you got version 2.0? Yeah. No, click the next one. Click the next settings. The
This
next
one?
No. The same thing you were doing because your hands were no. Go to DPHM. You haven't clicked on it. Yes. Yes. Click on settings. There we go. Click on it. Let's see what I'm saying. So I'm going to be looking at mine. Click on it. Yeah, let's see. 300, 130, bar glow, accumulation, heat map. Scroll down. Let's see the top right. Go to style. Go to style. I want to see boxes paid, default, inputs in the line. Go to visibility. Yeah, that's just going to be minutes and thingy. Yeah, go back to inputs. Yeah, I think that's fine. So look back bars. It's looking back to the past 300 minutes. So just the past 1 year. Sensitivity 1, profile width is about 30. That's cool. That's what it is. So what do you think is showing you differently?
I don't know. Yours just look different. I don't know. Maybe it's the style. Then I'll watch this recording again and see.
Sensitivity. Oh, so what are you? What do you think is different? I don't see anything different. You have on the floor. So the top right is just showing you. It's just showing you. What is going on here. So currently IWM. Okay, let me go to IWM then because I'm. And what are you? 1 minute. Yeah, it looks the same. If you switch screens, you see it looks the same. Yours is just wider. So click on the center of the screen. No, you're shrinking it. No, that's you're making it shorter. Wider is left to right. So zoom out, whatever. And then sorry, zoom in, keep going. Yeah, it's the same thing. It looks the same. It looks about the same, I think.
Okay.
Your candles are high Kinashi, right? Maybe you just what?
Yes. I said maybe I just need to get familiar with it. I'm just
it looks the same. I mean, you can flip. You know how to view both screens, right? So we're currently showing. Hold on. Yeah, so it's the same thing. If you flip back to my screen, you will see it's the same. The distributors at the top. I can hide other things. If you stop sharing and look at mine and look at your screen, it's pretty much the same.
All right.
Can you see
Thank
my
you.
screen now? So stop sharing and if you stop, if you go, so at the top, you would have been able to go, when you hover your mouse across where it says meeting. Yeah, look at my screen. It's the same thing. You go look at your screen and look at my PDL. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh,
No
okay.
difference.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean,
Thank
I can hide the candle drawings if it says the same thing. The accumulator is there. There's a seller sitting down there. That's why price hasn't been able to break that key level we drew here. We drew a key level where your key level is around this area. This guy, this order is why it hasn't broken.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
There we go. So this order needs to clear, then we can enter there and then close this gap. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? I think what happened? I think, hold on. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes. Okay, we've got a few minutes.
Good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charles, I have a
Hi,
question.
Charles.
Okay, go on then.
Okay, not really a question, but a confirmation. So, because I just joined last Friday, so I'm still like going through the videos. But there's something you said today, because I actually don't want to perpetuate, but I just want to start little. So you said about going the trading, is it minis or macros? I can't remember the exact one you said, so I just want to verify. And then for the contracts, you shouldn't do like day contracts, but you do like weekly contracts, right?
Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can place this order. I don't know why it's not closing. Anyway, let's leave it. Right. So when you go to futures, right? Futures has two types of tickers you can trade. You can trade, this is the current mini futures. Okay? In mini futures, each move, each tick. So I think we've explained this before. So let me try and, I don't know, I think there's a video for this. I'll get admin to share with you so you can understand. Yeah, futures, each move on futures, so inside 1 point, so if you move from 780, if you move from 480 to 481, there are four ticks because they're divided into four, so 0.25. Each move is 0.25. So if you notice here, you would never see futures say this is ES. It's not going to go 482.15 or 482.10. It's either 482.25, 50, 75, or 40. So it's only moving in 75 in 0.25 points. It doesn't move like if you look at here, SPY is going to be 743.15, but you will see 8.50.25. It doesn't move. It only moves in 0.25 lot. So each point has four ticks. Each tick is £12, is $12.50. So it's super expensive. But if you use the smaller one, which is MES, then each tick is 1.25. So if I'm trading here, if I change this to mini, it's going to be expensive. But look, we've broken our key level, by the way. So if I wanted to trade, if I click on buy, 1.25, he buys it for, see, 1.25, can you see? And then 250, yeah. So it's cheaper. It's cheaper because it allows you to learn the trade, allows you to know what to do, allows you to be a bit more focused, right? I don't want people to start trading the bigger one because it's expensive and it's tricky. Once you start to trade, you would understand it. Olive, are you still on the call, Olive?
Yes.
Okay, so Olive can explain to you better. So send a message to Olive. By the way, welcome. In this community, everyone's learning together, okay? I don't want everybody to wait for me to answer. Part of how you learn is you teach. Believe me, if you want to close the gap. Chimdi, are you on the call? Yeah? Is Chimdi still there? Okay, Olive will tell you. Part of how you learn and become better is to teach others, explain to others, okay? By doing that, you're going to improve. Okay, so in the community, if you see a question that you can answer, take a shot at it because it does improve your knowledge, allows you to remember what you're doing, remember how you learned it as well. Okay, so any questions you have as you've come in the call, Angel, just ask any questions. The guys are happy to answer. Okay.
All right,
No,
thank you very much.
yeah, no question. Yeah. So the reason why we're saying take smaller ones is take what's it called, micros, is because micros are cheaper, so they're not that expensive. So you can see any one move is only showing £2, 125, 25. It's not that expensive. But if I was trading if I was trading minis, it would be 12. Like now, it'll be down $100, 110, 25, 75. It will be more expensive but by 125, I'm able to manage the trade, because this is what affects your trader psychology. It's super important for you to be able to trade properly. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And then about the contracts, it should be like in a week and shouldn't do like day contracts.
No. It's too risky. It's too expensive. I made some profits. Look, I'm up $19 in this trade. Let me see if I need to grow this account because I'm supposed to get 2,000. I think we're gonna come for PDH though. Let me see. Is it PDH? Yeah, I think we're there. PDH, we're going. I think we're going to PDH. But this is already 12 o'clock. I don't like to trade during lunchtime. I'm not going to trade. But anyway, all right. So we've done, what have we done? Oh my goodness. 2.5 hours of conversation. I'm so tired. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I mean, what did you think about the session? Is it a little bit more, do you feel a bit more, actually, I won't put words in your mouth, but what do you think about this session, today's session?
Session was actually very helpful to me. I've learned something new about how to manage my trades and understand what is going on per time. I also love that you switch between 1 minute and 15 minutes. And that's something I've picked up as well today because usually all my attention is always on the 1 minute instead of trying to look at different times and see what happened. I also learned how to read volume of buyers and sellers. So today was a really good day for me. And I took my £4, my £4 profit.
So now you can get some Starbucks. What is a Frappuccino? Get a caramel Frappuccino for for a job well done. Well done. Look, this is what we're going to be doing. So it's not possible for you guys to get all of this. Let me put this into context, okay? I want you guys to understand what you're doing here. And I'm going to use the monetary rewards. We've done this before, but I want to do it again for newcomers because I want you to understand what you're trying to learn. It's very easy for you to say, oh, but I'm in trading now. Why am I not making money? Right? But I want you to understand what is going on. Okay. And let's use the data then. So, how many people in the world make an average of 1,000 per month? This is the amount. So we're 8 billion, right, in the world, right? Look, roughly 15 to 20% of the world's population make 1K a month. Okay? So what does that mean? You're going to be in the world's 85th percentile or 80th percentile. So if you're able to make £1,000 a month, automatically you are better off than 80% of the people in the world. I want that to sink in properly. Okay? So imagine you were sitting in the house. You didn't know about trading. Someone said to you, oh, I want to have this business idea. You're going to spend 2 to 3 hours a day. Yeah? But at the end of the month, you're going to make $1,000. What would be your response? To say, look, yeah, it's just to copy, so you make on average, right? So some months you might make 1,200, other months you might make 800, but at the end of the year, you make around $1,000 a month. Okay? And all you need to do is just follow simple rules, trust yourself, make sure you don't do that. This is what you're going to make. I want you to understand something. Okay, let's use the richest country in the world. Right? Let's see what it looks like. Okay, $1,000 a month. So this is the richest country in the world. It's not tracked, but estimated around 15 to 17% make that, right? That's their income. Like low-wage workers, part-time workers, they make around $1,000 a month. Okay? Now, if you actually can become a better trader, if we use this metric, say in 6 months, you're making you're able to make consistently $1,000 a month, like withdrawals. So okay, I'll withdraw 250 this week. So $1,000. Okay, you're better than 80. You're better than financially better off than 80% of the people in the world. Depending on it doesn't matter where you live, right? You're better than that. Okay. Now, I want to bring into context what trading does. Okay, what trading does for people, right? For trading, you're learning a skill that can transform your life, right? Financially, long term. Okay, so if you wanted to go to university, you probably pay, I don't know, depending on where you are. If you're in the UK, if you're an international student, I think you're paying north of anything above $10,000 for 1 year, above $10,000. If you are in the US, I don't know what it is. Like this is assuming you didn't get any scholarship. Okay, you spend 2-3 years to get a job, right? That pays you. Let's say you make $100,000 a year. Let's just say that. Now, you've already paid that money up front. You pay 10, 12 grand. You've paid it. You can't get it back. Then you have to go there every day. You have to write assignments. You have to do stuff. There is no enterprise in the world that requires that for which you can be rewarded well. That does not require you to pay something down. Okay, there's a cost for it. There's time costs and there's financial costs because the system that we operate in the world, that's how it works. You got to pay for something, right? Now, but in trading, because the payment is always immediate, it feels like you're losing money. Okay? You can actually also lose money if you go to study. If you don't go for classes, if you don't show up, if you don't do your assignments, the tuition you've paid is going to be a loss. The reason why you don't think about it as a loss is because it covers you for a long period of time. But if you break it down, it's also a loss. If you end up in trading and you end up your first 3, 5, 6 months, you lose, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000, whatever it is you lost. Okay, but you're learning the skills and you trade the way you traded today. All of you made money today. Everyone that took profit, if you made a loss, like Yinka in the beginning, she's made it back. Okay, you can make your money back. You're improving. And I don't want you guys to get caught up in the $10,000 or $20,000 a month. It's very straightforward. You're going to get to that place, right? The reason why people don't talk about this original step is because they have, they have an incentive behind wanting to show you that they make 20,000 or 30,000. Majority of the traders in the world, profitable traders, consistently profitable traders, don't make that money. What they do is trading is an augmentation to your current income to improve your lifestyle. So if you're making $3,000 a month as a take-home salary, and you go, actually, an extra 500 or 1K will transform my life, trading is that. It'll give you 50 quid a day and bring in $1,000. Okay? And so, okay, this month I don't have to worry about the bills because extra trading money will help me cover the bills or help me pay for my child's childcare or whatever. That relief is what most people get from trading. But then if you're consistent over time, because you're applying the same skill set. So for example, this trading we're doing here, when you're making $50 or $100, right? Eventually, instead of taking one trade, you take 5. So it'll be 50 times 5, 250. Eventually, you take 10. 50 times 10 is 500. If you're doing 500 a day, right, so you're going to end up with $10,000 a month. Now, if you get $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. That's life changing, right? You can put that money aside in a higher interest account and say, I'll leave that there. Every year it gives me $12,000. In 10 years, it will be 240. Then I have $250,000 in 10 years. $250,000 in 10 years is still going to be valuable as it is today. You can give it to your children because, okay, 250K for my kids, they can go to school. You've removed the financial burden for one generation for academics, okay? But you started small by making $50 every day. And most times we get caught up in those stuff. And that's why I really want to be able to demonstrate this every time for you guys to remember. I'm going to put this here. I don't know if it's showing. Let me change what I'm sharing so you guys can see what it is. Okay. So let's do that calculation. And this is super important, right? So if you want $50 every day, 20 trading days a month, okay? I'll just change that. Let's take that there. I know why it's saying that. Okay, assuming this is dollars, that's $1,000 a month, easily. It's $1,000 a month that you can make. Okay, if you multiply that for a year, okay, assuming you were consistent. Let's say you only had you didn't do that for the whole month. Say 2 months was red. Okay, you go home with 10 grand. If you're in Nigeria, right? Let's say exchange rate is 130. You're 1.3 million. 1.3 million now, you can go, okay, you know what? I'm gonna pay my rent 1 year ahead or whatever. However much your rent, or maybe it contributes to your rent. Or this can be the cost for your car, running your car, our personal Nigeria, because car's expensive. Now, this is from making $50 every month. Okay, but this is how you improve with trading. Okay, you don't actually have to change the tactics. You're just increasing the lot that you're trading. So if at the moment, right, to get $50 every day, if you're trading mini, you're making 125. Yeah. So it would be I want to make $50 every day, 50 divided by 125. Okay, you just need 40 ticks. So you need 40. You need 40 ticks. Okay, and that's going to be each point has 4 ticks. So you just need SPY to move or whatever to move from 484. So if you're trading futures, you need futures to move from 485 to the upside to 495, 10 points. Okay, it just needs to move from here 484 where it is 10 points, which is 494 here. From here to here, that's all you need. That's all you need. 484, 485 to 495 here. Need price to go from here to here. You make $50, you're gone. The whole day. That's all you need. Or you want it to move a little bit, maybe move 2.5 on 5 occasions, or move 5 points on 2 occasions, you're fine. $50 a day, you're gone. You log out, you go. Some days you might move 20 points, but that comes as you become better. You know how to read trades, you know how to understand trades. Your psychology is strong enough to be patient that when you see this, you don't get phased out. Because in this call, I remember a few months ago, and you guys can correct me, we were having trades where we have to wait. We'll see a pullback, right? And then you see a recovery. And then the questions I used to have before was like, Charles, how did you know it's going to recover? I'm like, well, first of all, trading is probability when you're getting, you're not guaranteed. Secondly, you have your discipline. So this is our stop loss line, right? So if a candle had opened below here, we'll exit the trade as a loss. But in this case, candle touched and then continued, okay? So it's recovered. So if we're taking the trade on this candle, which is the first candle not touching it, price has recovered and touched it, it's continuing to the upside. It moves $50, you're gone. You close the trade, you're done. If you do that 20 times, you're going to improve. If you're learning how to ride a bike and if you ride a bike for 20 days, you're going to become better, right? You become better in riding the bicycle, right? If you're riding bicycle every day for 20 days as a beginner, you're going to become better, right? The same thing happens you're driving. If you're driving every day for 20 days, learning how to drive, you're going to become better. You become better in trading. Slowly, you'll understand. Now, it's different with bicycle and car because the roads don't change overnight. Okay, trading changes overnight. But what you do is you look at what is high probability outcomes. You're disciplined. You know what you want. You're not here using $50 to get $10,000. You go, okay, my target is $100 a day or 50 a day. Okay, once I hit it, I am out of the trade. I don't care if the next person next to me make 200. You do that and then you're gone. Look, we got in at 485, right? 487 now. right? That's 8 tick points. Okay, we're going, it's growing. So you need to look at trading like that. You don't have to make crazy amount of money. We talked about this from an options perspective last week, where you just need to make 10%, right? And then it compounds over time. Okay, so you say yourself you want to make $100 a day, you have $1,000. $100 a day is $30 for a trade. You take one trade that is going to cost you 300, and then it goes 10%. You close the trade. Next trade, 300, 10%. So if you do all maybe $35 for per trade, you make $100. If you're doing $100 every day, okay, for 20 days, you go home with $2,000. Even if you only got 20 months instead of 24 months, right? Even if you do that, 2,000, say out of 10 months, 12 months, you only made profits in 10 months. Okay, it's still $20,000, right? That's going to be 2.6 million man. That's how you trade. You don't need that volume. It's consistency. If you have $1,000 on your account and you want to double that money by the end of the month, you only need to make $50 every day to double that from 1K to 2K. If you want to make if you want to go from 1K to 3K, which is 2K profits, all you need is $100 a trade every day. Now, if you come and say, okay, I want to make $100 every day, I'm going to trade SPY. Yeah? When the market starts, you're going to come and go, okay, I'm going to trade weekly contract. I'm not taking anything daily because it puts a lot of pressure. Or take a contract that is 7 days out, for example, right? That's 600. That's expensive. So if you take 600, then I want to make $60. Okay. So if I take 600, if I say 10 days out, right, and add the money contract with 600, okay, then I want to take a trade, and it's puts. Then I want to take a trade that will give me 10% from now till then, or 570. Okay. I want to take a trade that will give me 10. Let's say I bought puts 571. All I want is for this to give me 10% between now and then I close the contract, which is 57. Okay, so I can buy that one, or I can buy two, right? Which is the $1,000 or whatever it is. You buy, you stay. Once you get that 57 or 56, you exit the trade. It's $50 a day. If you do that every month for 1 month, you grow the account by $1,000. Because 50 times 20 days in a month is 1K. Right? If it's too expensive, you can go to IWM, or you can go and just say, all you want to do with your $1,000, you want to make 10% every day. So you look for 2 or 3 trades that gives you that. Okay, in the morning, there's a lot of volume, right? As you can see, we trade a lot of volume. So, okay, I want to make $100. And you log out. You go, thank you, Charles. I'm not trading anymore. If you're itchy to trade, you just trade paper. Don't touch it. The next day you come, another day. If you do that every day, maybe you don't make 1,000, maybe you make 800. You're going to get so confident. Okay? Trading is a marathon, not a sprint. Same thing with futures. Okay? When you're trading futures, focus on the micros. Okay? Micros compound, right? It does compound. It's $1 you take to it compounds. Okay? So I want you to focus on that. And I want you to tell yourself, I don't want to see how much I make by the end of the month. I want to see how much I make by the end of the year. End of the year. Okay? Nobody is leaving with the assumption that they're not going to be around in December. Okay? So August 1st is from tomorrow. August 3rd is the first trading day of the month. You say to yourself, I've got $1,000, or I've got $500. I want to grow it from 500 to 1,000. All you want is $25 every day. I want to make extra 500 is $25 every day. It doesn't have to be too crazy. You say, I'm going to show up every day and I only want $25, right? You buy if you're trading futures, you buy a micro. Once it goes up, you take $5 here, or $10, 15 is 25, you're done. But you need to do that consistently, because by doing it consistently, you get confidence, you get focus, right? And then you become better. Once you become better, you can go from 25 to 50, or 25 to 35, and 35 to 55. By the time you do that, by the time you get to December, right, you've accumulated money. I can give you an example, right? If I say I want to grow this account, I've bought now is $250. I just want $25. Right? I want prices to go up. I might not get all the $25 in one trade, right? I might not get it in one trade, but what I'll say to myself is, obviously, I don't want to trade long time anymore, but I want to give an example of what you do. No, it's not doing that. Yep. So you go stop loss there and say, I just want trade. So this trade might not get to 25 or 26. It might get to 15. I exit and I look for another one that gives me 10, 25. I'm done. I'm gone. Okay. I don't want to be here stressing. I want to make 500 in one trade. No, you just do 25, 25, or you do 50. You do your 50, you're done for the day, because the consistency with playing, you're learning to improve all the things that you guys are good at. None of you learned it in one day. Nothing. Whether it's driving, whether it's learning how to code, whatever it is you're doing, nobody in this group learned that in one day. Okay? So this is what trading is. Trading cannot be a get-rich-quick scheme for you as a way. It also cannot be your major source of income yet. Okay, you need to have a long-term view and say to yourself, by the time I get into 2027, can I be in a place where I can say to myself, you know what, this month I can get 500 out of the market. Yeah, so you can make a plan and say, okay, 2K from my job, or $1,000 from my job, 250 from somebody I'm helping do a project, blah, 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 300 from the market, from the stock market. That's how I also look at myself. I don't say to myself, oh, I'm going to make 10 grand from the market. I don't do that. I just trade. I say, okay, this month, I might be able to get 300, 400. Look, market has jumped up. If I want to make $25, I can close it. I've made $12. So I just need to make another $12, right? Or $13 or $15, right? So if I wanted to make 25 every day, I mean, I'm up to the one, but if I wanted to make 25 every day to get to 500, that's all I'm doing. I'm not staying here to make this compound by 10,000. Okay. I need this to be able to, that's why, I'm saying, that's why I want you guys to focus on one matter. This is going to rally up, actually. It's going to jump up in a bit once it clears that. And it will clear it. It's going to jump up. So there we go. Right. So this is how I want you guys to think about trading. Okay, it's a slow compounding stuff. Whether you live in Nigeria, or you live in the UK with me, or you live in the US with Mia, or you was in Australia or Canada, this is the mindset I want you get. Whether you're making $500,000 a year in your salary or 150K, you're beginning this journey. You're not an experienced trader. Okay, everybody is a beginner trader, so you need beginner tools to succeed. Okay, so this is the mindset I want you guys to have. When you see $25 and $30, you take it. Okay, you take it because you're being rewarded little by little for learning how to trade. Most of you did not even know what stop loss is in this year. You didn't know what PDH was, PDC. You don't know what price action was. You don't know anything. So see how far you've come in the past few months. So to be rewarded by getting $25 or $50 every day, taking it from the market, game changer. Because what's going to happen is it's going to be the same trading mentality, but then you have a portfolio of 100,000, and all you're saying to yourself is, for 100,000, I only want to make 10%, which is 1,000 a day. Okay, 1,000 a day, right? If you're doing 1,000 a day, there are 260 trading days in a year. Let's assume that 60 was red days. Okay, you're losing 1,000, so you only make 2,000. You make you're home with 200 grand a year. Okay, 200 grand a year. But that's when you have a bigger account. You can say to yourself, I want to make $1,000 a day. Okay, at the rate I'm trading, if I wanted to push, if I'm making that, if I say, okay, I only want to make $500 a day, I don't want to do anything beyond 500. I don't have the time. I don't want to stay in front of my screen. I have other things to do. 500 a day, it's 10 grand a month. It's the same thing. It's 120K a year or 150, whatever I want to do. But if you notice, look at the breakdown of the trade. To get to 500, make 62, 50, 75, 50, 50. I lost 25, 62. One trade is not getting me to like 1,000. Can you guys see? It'll compound, right? Next thing you know, you're up 500. 2 days, I'm up $1,000 on this account. Okay? Does this help provide some clarity? Yeah, I told you guys we're running to the upside, so it's gonna try and retest this area, this 45 on SPY. It's gonna retest this area on the futures. It's gonna test previous day high. If I was still holding that, which look, it would have hit our target at the time, but I wanted to give an example. Anyway, does this help clarify, guys? Does this give you a little better context? Because I don't want you to sit in the community group and think, oh, I'm wasting my time. This is horrible. I don't like the way things are going. You are improving. Number one, you're improving. Why is this there? Okay. And secondly, the journey this is how it starts. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's day by day, little by little. And you have tools. The only thing is you need to deal with the greed, which is what trader psychology helps you deal with contentment, with focus, right? If you're doing $25 every day for 5 days, right? It's $125. Go $25 every day for 5 days is 125. 10 days is 250. 20 days is $500. I don't care who you are. I think if I'm giving you $500 in Nigeria, for example, every month, that's a game changer, right? You say, okay, I'm going to budget this to do something, maybe food stuff in the house, maybe give to parents. My mom and dad, I can share 200 to them each, or my brother. It's a game changer. That gives you freedom. Okay? That's why I want you to think. Don't put your eye in 10,000 or 1 million. That's coming. That is coming. It's down the line. Okay? If you're consistent, if you're focused, if you're managing yourself, taking advantage of the opportunities you have, that's going to come. I say it because that used to be me. That used to be me as well. Okay? But slowly and surely we get there. Come on in. Nice one. Okay? Does that help clarify, guys?
Yes, it does.
Amazing. All right. I'm going to let you guys go because it's Friday. Sun is out. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. For those of you that haven't posted, I want you to drop those posts in the community, okay? I want to see them. Honestly, I want to see them. I mean, I've talked for 2:30 to 5:30, 3 hours I've been talking. Sound like a preacher at this point. So I hope this helps, and I hope you're getting value from the community. I say this because we're going into a new month. I'm here for you, okay? We're in the journey together. I don't want you to feel like this is a community where everyone's making 10,000, you're getting left behind. No, I want to be as close to you in the journey as possible, okay? And one of the ways we do that is to ensure that you're capturing what is important for you to thrive. The tools you need to succeed is super important, step by step, okay? A year from now, you guys are going to be the one taking, somebody's going to be taking this classes. I won't be talking anymore. Okay, I remember when, I'm sorry for calling you out, Olive, but I remember when Olive joined the community. I don't know, did everyone remember when Olive first joined our community? She was like the only one, she's like, she has 10 questions every day when she comes to the class. Yeah, remember? And I was saying to her, don't worry, you're going to get it. Don't worry, you're going to get it, okay? I mean, it's fair to say now that, we can see the progress, right? And you will be rewarded, I promise you, okay? You'll be rewarded. Don't get caught up in all of those social media. They're posting, how I made 25,000. That's not you, okay? That's not you. That's not your route. That's not your journey. Yours are to get immersed in the fundamentals and to count the profit. I'm going to send you a link of those people that I think are trading around your area so that you see what they're making. It's not crazy, right? $50 today, $75, $85. At the end of the week, they're closer to $500. Some of them have gotten to $100, so they make $100, $200, $150, $100. At the end of the week, they're up $1,000. Okay, if you're doing that up a week, you make $1,000. That's $4,000 in a month. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna go because I have guests, and they're being very patient. But I wanted to make sure, obviously, everyone got this. Okay, this is important because we're going into August. Everybody needs to lock in August. I want everybody locked in August. I want all of us to be able to pass a challenge for account, whether it's $25, whether it's 25K account or 50K account. I don't think anyone should be going to 100K because it takes so long to get. So 20, we're up 90. How much are we up in our calls? Guys, look, the SPY calls we bought expiring on the 31st is up $100. So imagine that your target was to make $100 every day. And then we bought that contract, so just slightly higher. I think we got filled at 1,246. We're already up 1,104. So we're up 10%. Yeah, you can close the trade now. You wait 100, and Monday you open again, right? So Monday 100. You see how easy. You see how it's less stressful to trade the monthly contract, right? It costs more, but you have more peace of mind. Can you guys see? Yeah, we're up $100 now. So if you had $100 daily target, you trade like this. 20 days, you're up $1,000. You will double the account. Okay, so what?
As you were speaking, that's what was crossing my mind. I don't know if the day trading thing is for me at all. I think I'm going to try this monthly stuff. I think
Yeah, I've always said it because you guys are learning, right? We should stay. So look, we bought it at 246, right? We set it at 1646, but we can edit it. So 246, if we get 13, so if we get 1246, if we get 1346, because currently price is 1339, and I think we're going to take previous day high. So 1344. So once we get to, let's say 14, let's see, it will close at 14. See, we're already up 100. So 46, 47, it's 100. So let's say 1350. Let's say 1350. It will close 1350 because it's 1349 now. Okay. Has it closed? Not yet. Yeah, it's closed. Boom. $100 in the bag. Done. Okay, let me go have some ice cream. Done. Less stress. You're not worried too much. Okay. See, we got the trade. We entered here. We sold here. Right? Yeah, we entered here now. Yeah. So the candle is here. We entered here, and then we sold here. Done. We're gone. Done for the day. $100. So you use so you've done 10% because we bought. I mean, we could increase it. We could have done 120 or whatever, but 1,200 to get $100. You've done. So for those that are trading options, particularly if you're in the US and the UK, you can do that, right? It's easier. For those that are trading futures, again, just focus on just small amounts. If you're in Nigeria, focus on small amounts every day, okay? Honestly, guys, I really want everybody to prosper. That's how I got here. It's not, I can show you, I've lost accounts to get here. Nobody taught me like this, right? Because then when you go online, everyone's like, I bought Tesla and I made 50K. And I'm thinking, what? I'm about to build a, what's it called? Shiro or Hard Rock Cafe #2 in Lagos. I used to think like listen, and we did make money, but it was a poor way to learn how to trade because when you lost, you also lost big. But by being disciplined and just going slowly, you're going to build it because nobody's living their life for the world to end tomorrow. Everyone's leaving to say, I'm going to be here next year. I'm going to be here in 2 years. So what does it take to get there? You know, last week I shared this guy's trading, right? So the John guy on YouTube. Sorry, I'm repeating a lot, so because I want everybody to really get the scope. I think last week I showed this in the call. There's this guy called John, whatever. He's gonna come. If you come, I'll show you. He had like 200 and something in his. He had like 847K. Remember, guys? Yeah. Were you here last week? Remember? Let me show you.
yes.
Yes. You know, I wanted to reemphasize. Where's the history? Okay, history is here. You can see what I've been watching. I spent time lazing about between my favorite shows, Big Bang Theory in the background, and some of them. Last week, this is Tuesday, Saturday, and then Friday, I think. Yeah, this guy here. And then Day in the Life. We watch this guy Day in the Life, right? And I was showing you guys what he makes. I'll show you here. Remember this guy last week? Remember? This is how much he has in an account. 847K. Okay? Because he's a margin account, his broker gives him 4 times the money to trade. So, like for example, IBKR, if you open a margin account with IBKR, you can get up to 4 times the amount of money you have in there. So if you put 2K, you can trade with 8K. If you put 10K, you can trade with, they'll give you up to 40K to trade. Okay. So he has a margin account, right? So if you think about it, 847 times okay, he has a 2x. So, no, see here. He has 4x, so 3.3. So 4 times is roughly around that. And then every day he can trade up to 50% of his margin. This is how much trades he opened. 86K. Yeah, 86K. Let's say committed to open orders. 86K 450. But look at his profit, 2,100 for the day. And he was done. If you were watching it, he was done. He's done for the day. He goes to work out. He left. Okay, we're watching it yesterday, last week. You can see he left. He went to train. Now, 2K looks small when you have, when you have what 80 odd whatever on his account. Yeah, 2K looks small when you have 80 something K, but 2K times 20 days in a month, that's 80 grand. Sorry, that's 40 grand, right? 40K. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're making 40K a month off trading, that is you're a successful trader. Okay, so it's not about the volume, it's about consistency, picking it out. I want you guys to come this way. And I know we're all on social media. There's a reason why I'm emphasizing on this, because this cost me a lot of money. Thinking that, oh my God, I need 1K to make 10K. That's not true. You need to look at where you are. If you make 500 a day, would it change? Yes. I mean, for me, given my commitments, if I make 5 grand extra a month, yeah, that's changing for people in my life, because that means I can ease them. I don't have to worry. If I make 10 grand, that's twice ease. The months that I make 30K or 40K, that's huge, right? So all of those things, I don't need to make 100 grand. Massey, she can make 1 million, 100, she can make 250K because she had a longer journey than me. She's more experienced. She's been trading. I'm not comparing me to her. I'm comparing myself versus myself, right? Thinking, where am I? And I can see people that are actually more successful than me, but are still trading the way I trade. Do you get? And I'm sure there's some days he makes 10 grand or 15 grand, but this is on average what he makes every day, and he's content. He has a really good life. He drives a Porsche, right? He goes to shop in the farmers market, right? He drives a Porsche. Life is okay, right? It's not, because you have to live within what you want. I think everybody making 20K, wherever you live in the world, if you're making 20K a month extra a month as income, I think your life will be better off. Not only do you have access to more money, but you have access to networks, to people that can help you become a better person. In this episode, he decided to go buy his son, spent $1 grand buying a new iPad for his son because he's going to a higher school, whatever. So this is how I want you guys to view trading. I don't want you guys to view trading as a 50K. Look, we've cleared where I thought we were going to clear. I don't want you guys to view trading like it's I need to make 100K next week. You have to view trading where you are and say, if I can get to where I'm making extra 500 a month, does that change my life? And I'm only putting 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay? All right, enough of this. I hope you guys have a restful and productive end to the month. In August, we go again. Okay? And I want to see you guys in the community. Okay? Have a good one, guys.
Bye. Thank you.